Prime one, that's him. Sky. Thought you thought, but I wasn't born yesterday. All I do is ball. You goofies underestimate. Heavyweight bag, step on your weight class. I done moved across states, but I can't cap. Strap with it on my pivot, clocking digits. Rock hard and I ain't even in the kitchen. I'm on a mission to move soft, make a thing flip like a moonsault. Keep a switch for everybody through salt. Face froze, somebody check dude pulse. Is you stepping or stepped on? Wake the game up, make them regret I was slept on. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. I'm getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat brother gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's all business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah, it just hit different. You find my story is all non-fiction. I put my fan before me and I gotta mention, I keep an air fan tone mob a henchman. For you squares, op short for opposition. And you ops that get popped trying to stop my ascension. Talking generational, you got my attention. Underworld motivational, you feel the sensation. Trying to see how I look, get booked, I'll take it. I was just a cook, all it took was some patience. Now my phone out the hook, I got hella deals waiting. You ain't really made it unless you got somebody hating. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. Getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat brother gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's all business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah.
Yo, what's up? What's good? We're doing it live, Sunday Night Football. Welcome to the GWN.
GWN. What's going on, everybody?
A long time
What's
no
good?
see, folks.
Yeah, no kidding. For me especially, it's been a minute since I've been on. I've been kind of busy, but for everybody else, I think you're being sarcastic.
We had to get our emotions in check, all this. I got my hat on tonight, in honor of the city of LA, the city of Kangles. Ready to go.
LA. Yeah, 7-6. LA's on top right now, but Philadelphia just did he keep possession? I was going to say he just scored, but no, he dropped it. A.J. Brown in and out of his hands. Like, it was an easy touchdown. I don't know what happened there. Wild.
Okay, I'm about to
Let's go Philly.
Big Philly fans tonight, boy.
Dilly Philly.
Oh, okay. The defender broke his hands apart, but I think that was already a touchdown.
Oh, dude got ran over too. I'm really against these dudes standing with their back to the field.
Oh, yeah, he got blasted. The guy on the sidelines, you saw that?
Okay, I would stay down.
That's a blindside hit.
He got hurt on the job.
So I would definitely do it like the camera people that are like already on the floor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, even they can't get out the way sometimes. So.
But I'm just saying, like, I'm already balled up, ready to rock it. And then I put the equipment between me and the player. It's tough, but yeah, I'm with you for like the folks that are standing there straight up with their backs to these guys. Those are blown out ACLs and Achilles.
I've seen some nasty injuries, and it's usually very unathletic people that are standing there as well. So it's like
they're like 80 years old.
And I was telling somebody the other day, like last week, it was somebody on the Chain Gang. It was just a big old guy, and they came flying in there, and man, they tore his whole leg up, bro. He was screaming like, "The fuck are we doing, man? Get some people that can jump or with some quickness, some jukes, something like that." But
that's an accident waiting to happen for sure.
Bro, you just see it every game. They seem like damn near. You see one once a week. Somebody's getting laid out over there.
Getting fucked up, bro. Oh my mama. We got
Philip says, "Yeah, what's up? What's up, King? What's up, King D?"
Oh my mama. Nelson said, "Sorry for the early, super early question, but I traded St. Brown and Kincaid for Chase. Does it sound like? Does it sound good? Was also trying to trade James Conner and DeAndre Hopkins for Ken Walker. Should I stay with my whole team to see if it's okay to do it? To do?"
I like that trade. If you're bringing in Chase, you know, I mean, Kincaid is a bust. So
it's like a throw in. Yeah.
Yeah. Unless I mean, I'm sure you got a pretty. If you picked up a Will Dissly, like fuck, you could rock a Will Dissly over Kincaid with confidence or something like that. So yeah, I'm not mad at either one of those trades if you made those happen. And, you know, obviously, hopefully you have some bench depth to. But yeah, no, I'm for it.
What about James Conner for DeAndre Hopkins for Ken Walker? Is that too much?
I'm doing that too. I'll take the Ken Walker. Give me the dog, the canine.
Yeah, anytime that you can, somewhat level up the position, you're willing to get rid of an extra player. Like if it's less people for you to worry about starting, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, and you're making the starting roster a little bit stronger, then that's a plus for me.
This is the time of the year where you start trading in that bench depth, building a playoff juggernaut if you can. So yeah, I'm all for that. Yeah. Cash in.
King D said, "Let's go Rams." Philip said, "That looked like a TD." I'm with you too, Philip. What's going on, Tino?
Yeah, it's a touchdown, baby. I'll take it.
Yes. Let's go.
Here.
That's my.
I got some AJ Browns and some Hurts in places, dynasties and whatnot.
Damn, they got motherfuckers jumping off the top cage on this Survivor fucking commercial. I didn't know they cage matches and shit.
2 feet.
Oh, I can take this off. Oh shit!
Yeah, 3 feet down, and then the ball.
Whoops!
Good call.
Nelson said his team is Lamar, A.K. Chase Brown, Jamar Chase, Nico Hawkinson, Puka benches, James Conner, Jawan Jennings, DeAndre, Rico, Jonathan Brooks, and Taysom Hill.
Yep. See, if you got Taysom Hill, he's pretty much a startable tight end every week. You know what I mean?
I know, man. I had him. I picked him up and dropped him like 3 times in the league. It's like, damn it.
Yep. And then Hopkins, you got there, him sitting on your bench. Connor and Hopkins is sitting on your bench, essentially. So now you bring in Ken Walker to pretty much start every week. Put him in your flex, or you got a better option. So I like the deal.
Everybody in the chat, what's the worst fantasy move you've made this year?
Oh shit.
I already know what mine is.
Let me go see, bro.
In my home league, I dropped Chuba Hubbard like in week 2, I think. To pick up, like, I forgot who it was. It was like another RB. Oh, I think it was like, who the hell was it? It was like a big time waiver wire ad or whatever. But it was like, I don't need Chuba because he sucks right now. It's like, whatever. It's a throwaway draft pick. And then he like became like RB6 on the year or whatever. And then got an extension and shit.
I dropped JP Mason 14 team dynasty probably in like March.
That hurts.
February, March. I can go back and go look at the date, but yeah, I dropped JP Mason. If we talking about that, drops and shit, on everything.
That's probably the worst. I think that's the worst move I made. I dropped it, but Chuba, and it's like, wow, I didn't think that was going to come back and bite me in the ass. I really didn't in a redraft. It's like whatever.
But, pretty much.
Yeah, I know. That's why. Except for like the start, right? And I was like, they suck, and but then they switched once they got off Bryce Young, which I don't think it was like week 4 or something, or. He like tore it up, and somebody had already picked him up off the waiver wire by then. That dude's in a playoff hunt, and I'm not.
he's been one of the steals of the draft. You know what I mean?
No, it sucked because I think right after that, Pacheco died on me, and I was like, no, now I could really use Chuba.
Back, I traded him. I traded the McGoobs.
I think my worst move of the year so far was one, believing in Zamir White.
Oh, okay.
Dalton Kincaid, but then I made a trade in the main league before the year started, and I gave up Montgomery and Mike Evans for Rashad White and T. Higgins, and that
well, I mean,
it didn't seem bad, but T. Higgins missed a lot of games.
Yeah.
And Rashad White was mediocre. Bucky Irving, I expected him to be like an RB1, like maybe a stable RB2 at best, and then Bucky Irving just kind of took off and like
I think like 4 RBs from over there scored a touchdown today.
Sean Tucker over there, like, man, come on.
That's like everybody had a touchdown. Like everybody in the RB room got a touchdown.
Yeah, my one of my worst moves all time though. This is when I'm an IDP league, so this is like I picked up Devontae Freeman week 1, right? And this was when
all time. Gotcha.
The year he broke out, and I think he scored. He just had a big game. I picked him
up. The Falcons?
On the Falcons. And this is before, this was his breakout year. And I traded him for CJ Mosley straight up.
Whoa.
And he went on to be RB1. He went on to be RB1. It was in like week 1 or 2, I made the deal. And it was it's a deal I still haven't forgotten to this day.
Ouch. Well, yeah, when they go all the way to RB1, that's tough.
Right, for basically a linebacker IDP where they don't score crazy points like so that's my all-timer right there.
This is what I did. So I traded for Mason April 1st of 2023. That's last year, right? Then I dropped him May 14th of 2024. And I traded with McGoobs to get him. Then Uncle Buck picks him up the next day after I drop him. Then Uncle Buck drops him 7 days later. McGoobs ends up picking him back up.
Oh, my gosh. What?
McGoobs drops him again, and Buck picks him back up July 9th, bro. So JP Mason been dropped at it all the whole offseason, bro. And then finally Uncle Buck picks him back up, and he gets his because he got McCaffrey. I think he got one of the other Niner running backs too, bro. But I had fucking Garendo, I had Mitchell, and I had fucking Mason, bro, on everything, and completely fucked that off earlier this year.
Tough one.
Terrible.
Right there.
Yeah, I see Derek asking him. I'm good, Derek. I was telling the guys before we went live, like I didn't even watch the afternoon games. I unplugged. I drove an hour to my parents with my wife and my daughter, and I hung out with them and their dogs, and we ate pizza, and then I drove an hour back, and now I'm here chilling. So I de-stressed. I'm feeling fine. Good. The Texans got their asses whooped. They can't take stupid shit for granted. Maybe they'll learn some lessons.
Bruh.
Maybe they'll play serious every game. You know what I mean?
The NFL, that's what it kind of looks like sometimes. You just Titans were a 2-win team. They probably they were at home, right? Or was it in Tennessee?
Yeah, they're at home. No, they're at home.
Yeah, so it's probably a little bit of a underestimating your opponent a little bit.
Yeah, I think it was a lot of that on both sides of the ball, but it happens. They'll be. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, they should be fine. But I hate saying that like every week because I feel like that's what they're doing over there too, and that's how you slip up, man. You got to keep your foot on the gas. You got to keep your foot on people's throats. You gotta show up, man. Knock other people in the mouth. You got to be tough. And I just feel like confidence is waning with them. It's weird. I was telling JD, there's nothing I can do about it. They got to clean their shit up.
Get in there in the huddle. Peace your mind. We do have an effect on these games, believe it or not.
I feel like I do a lot of these times. I was telling my wife, like, I felt all this stuff. Like, I was like, hey, if we're losing this game, like, the vibes aren't good. It's just not good. They're not going to be able to pull this out. And then I was like, Fairbairn just hit a NFL record-setting kick. I was like, he's going to miss this easy one. And then boom, I was like, I'm not going to look. And then sure enough, she's like, I was like, what happened? She was like, he missed it. And I was like, I told you. I knew it. I couldn't even look. No, I didn't jinx him. I knew it was going to happen. It's all in the scripts. It felt like the way it felt like the way a script would go or should go.
Kicking is just shaky right now.
Bro.
Like as soon as we hit November, it got a little colder. It's just
He's like the best kicker in the league. He missed a 28-yard. Like, it was weird.
is there such thing as the best kicker in the league right now at this point?
Well, he said.
What kicker would you want? Like, what is it, Boswell? You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
I was going to say I'd take Fairbairn because he has 12 50-plus yarders. He just set an NFL record today. Yeah.
Oh,
he
shit.
got the vote.
And he had just hit a 56-yarder before that miss. So I was like, I feel like it's time for him to miss one. It was 28 yards. It was too easy. It was to tie the game, like. And then after he missed it, I told my wife, I was like, that's not his fault. And she's like, why not? I was like, that's CJ and the offense's fault. They should have scored a fucking touchdown right there. No, for real. Nico Collins had scored a touchdown, and Joe Mixon had shifted when Tank Dell was already in motion, so it was an illegal procedure. And they wiped away a touchdown. That's 2 weeks in a row Nico Collins has a TD wiped away on offense because of a stupid penalty. And then if you look at all the penalties on the offense, I think they had like 14, bro.
Yeah, penalties, man. You gotta have some discipline this time.
Exactly. So to me, that's not prepared, undisciplined, not being serious. Like you can't. That's not championship football. So lesson learned. Hopefully. Yeah, they should be able to have Jacksonville cleanup game, right? Well, we'll see.
I've kind of submit to the theory. Like last week, they played Dallas last week, right?
Yeah.
Just in theory, that's a get-up game for them. Interstate, kind of close rivalry. Like
it was. Maybe they kind of had that hangover.
And then you now have the 2-win Titans coming in, like
feeling
good.
And then the game from Dallas was a Monday nighter, so It's like shorter week. They didn't really practice on Wednesday, I think.
Yeah, it's a real thing. I gotta start looking for those.
Yeah, and I feel like the thing with them is they think that they can just flip a switch when the time comes, but if they keep doing this, they're not going to be able to do that.
Yeah, no, you want to be playing your best football going into the playoffs, so that switch needs to go on now. For
lucky for them, it's the Jaguars, then it's a bye week, and then it's like, okay, second season right here, finish strong, and then third season, I guess, when the playoffs hits or whatever, because you got to reset again, fresh.
Bogey, they are not dead. Don't you say that. The only thing dead is that guy hanging in your garage.
Bones Justice. Bones Justice.
I got news for you. He's not alive anymore. You killed a man.
The Niners are in the rejuvenation tank. Don't worry about it.
Facts.
That's where Purdy's chilling right now. Like Goku.
I feel like I'm way too optimistic on my Niners, bro. Like,
dude, if you look at the division, though, it's still all right there. There's plenty of football left to play.
Yeah, everybody's a game back. I mean, but it's these guys, the other teams just seem like they're playing better, more consistent.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. Like I said, you can't just try to flip the switch. And health has been a big time issue though too for the Niners as well.
Blame John Madden 25.
John Madden. Wow, I haven't heard anybody call it John Madden.
No, I don't know why I said that. Hey, that's what I was playing. It was bad. He was
when it was called John Madden, yeah. John Madden 93.
Where'd that truck come from?
The little ambulance truck would come on the field.
Hey, they would run the players over too. My guy, try to get hit by the ambulance. You just get right back up. You know what I mean? You got that superpower. But yeah,
Derek, I believe you too, Derek. That's just rigged. The NFL's semi-scripted, I think. The officials have a lot to do with it.
I mean, ultimately, like, I don't know the percentage. I know it's over 50%, but the games come down to one score. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Coming down to one score, so that keeps eyeballs on the TV. You don't really want blowouts in ugly football. That's why they're protecting quarterbacks and protecting these receivers now with these, with the blindside hits and defenseless receivers, because these are the guys we're all tuning in to see. You know what I mean? Fantasy
football. You don't want them knocked out of the game.
You know what that is, right? That's the AKA Tom Brady rule when he went down on the first play and they had to have Matt Castle come in for the rest of the year.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
It's a rule after that, I think.
And Brett went right for Brady's fucking play. Oh, everything. Yep. It was a wrap.
I remember that. Yeah.
Oh,
and then Matt Castle went on to go 11-5 or something like that.
And they took their ass to the offs. Oh, everything.
Oh, Stafford sacked.
Take it to the half.
Sacked like potatoes. Halftime, 13-7, Philadelphia over the Rams.
Fellas.
Yep. That's a close game. Rams are playing pretty good.
Sweat again. All the sweats tearing it up today.
Did Montez act a fool?
Yeah, I thought I saw him at least with 1 and 2 sacks. I played Daniil Hunter. He tore it up. Like, if anybody had a great individual game for the Texans, it was that guy.
Yeah, 3 sacks.
Yeah, what was the primetime game we just watched him tear it up too? Who y'all play Sunday night or Thursday night? Y'all just play
the Monday night versus the Cowboys.
Oh my mama, he tore their ass up too.
And Sunday night versus the Lions, the defense picked Goff off 5 times, and they played. The defense had been playing well until today. I think the defense kind of gave it up too. D'Amico said supposedly that the defense gave up too many points, but I'm like, I don't know, man. The offense didn't do enough. The defense scored a fucking touchdown. Come on. I'd be saying the defense gave up too many points.
That's big.
I think they had like 7+ sacks, at least, or 7 sacks in the first half. I don't know how many they finished with. I was telling my wife, I was like, how do you have 7 sacks and you gave up 20 points and almost that, or 17 points in that first quarter? It's crazy.
Yeah, that is.
Big old plays, man. Big explosive plays.
Jimmy Ward a pick. Jimmy Ward picked Brown off because the
pick 6. Well, Jimmy Ward was playing because Petrie got hurt early, messed up his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
So that hurt versus the run because typically, like, we'll keep a guy like Pollard from getting 100 yards.
Yeah, I mean the Titans, they make some big plays. I mean the Chigakonkwo 70 yards, and then you had
that one was wild. It was like make a tackle. He broke 1 tackle and then outran everybody. What?
Yeah, they're making big play. They had that 99-yard touchdown or whatever last week. So I mean, without that, they only got 1 touchdown with the Tony Pollard. But you know that's what they're boom or bust over there.
Yeah, it was a wild day. A wild day. Will Levis came out on fire, bro. He only had 1 incompletion. I think he was like 11 of 12 in the first half.
Oh, there you go.
Crazy. He trying to keep that job. He don't want Shador over there. He
better go win some games, right?
To me, it was like, hey, you got to go over there and show out against the guy who got, picked a couple of picks in front of me or whatever. No, a few rounds ahead of me, right? He dropped a few rounds. I forgot. I was supposed to be a first-round pick because that's what they told me.
Who, Will Levis?
Yeah.
That's right, yeah. I think he went early second.
Kiper was hyping his ass up. He's the best quarterback in the draft. Woo! So that was Kiper's guy last year.
Oh, man.
Or whenever.
Well, he kind of showed it today. Yes, that arm strength was pretty good, but he got sacked a bunch of times, and I don't know. Threw a pick 6 late in the game to almost mess it up. The Texans just gave it right back to him.
Maybe the Texans didn't want the Titans to have a high draft pick. So we don't want Cam Ward in our division, so we're going to lose today, right?
They're playing the long game.
You know what I'm saying? Play chess.
Sometimes it feels like that. I was like, do I not know what I'm talking about? These guys are really that smart. Who knows?
Yeah, the one thing the NFL has really made me realize is I know nothing about this fucking sport, man.
Dude, or who I think is going to win or who should win or how close it is.
Real.
All right, my dog went outside good. Had me trapped here, bro. Like, I made the mistake of petting him, and he just did not go away.
I was wondering what your setup was there. I was like, look at Peacock getting comfy. Is no one home? Is that what it is?
No, well, my kids are in Houston. I was telling Guccini that they went up early to my sister-in-law's place, so they went with my in-laws. And, my oldest daughter's here or whatever, but she doesn't have school. She's 15. And then my wife is, like, putting up stuff with I don't have my little kids around right now, so, yeah, I'm just chilling.
Nice.
Yeah, the little ones require more attention, and gotta be like, go take a shower and brush your teeth, get your ass in bed, all that stuff. So
it's nice.
I gotta do none of that right now.
Where they're like, you don't need to watch them 24/7. I mean, they're 11 and 9, so they don't really want to entertain them. They're gonna do their own thing. You know what I mean?
Hey, I got an 11-year-old, but the little one's 6, and then she's always like in my 11-year-old's face, and he's like, "Get her out of here," kind of thing. They're always fighting, or he's like picking her up and like body.
She wants to know what everyone's doing at all times.
Yeah, and he's like picking her up and body slamming her, and then they're fighting and running all over the house and making noise. And
you're like,
hey,
the dog, knock it off.
Yeah, exactly. The dog gets involved and starts barking at him. Gets all crazy.
That's how it is. It's funny because they crack up at me. They just knock on my door. I have my little man cave here, so they'll just come knock on my door every now and then, and I just bust it open. Every time I got a different fit on, I got all my chains on. They know you get there. Like they just give me dirty looks and shit. I'm like, listen, you don't know me like that. Okay? Daddy's a legend. Daddy's a legend. You'll find out one day.
Got some Domino's I'm gonna heat up in a while.
Nelson, which offer is more favorable for me? Trade away James Conner and Hopkins for Walker and Jennings, and Conner for wait, hold on.
No, he's basically saying Conner and Hopkins or Jennings and Conner for Walker. Which receiver are you giving up? Hopkins or Jennings?
I'll probably who?
I want to give up Jennings. 100%.
Really?
Yeah. We don't know what's going on with Brock, even though Brock might be back next week. 100%. Fucking me, Ty. I want to tie myself to Mahomes Day. Even though that Noah Gray was a star over there today, fucking Hopkins did have a TD. Even I don't know what his exact stat line was, but I think I want to kind of rather tie myself to going forward with fucking with DeAndre Hopkins, big bro. 100%.
Not mad at that.
But Hopkins, I mean, I ain't seen what Juwan did with
Juwan went 5 for 40. And let me see. Hopkins, where is he at? Who has him? Let me see here. Hopkins. No. Let me see. I think he had about 6 catches. I could be wrong. Where's Hopkins?
And Juwan has had since he came back from his injury, he's had 11 target game, a 9 target game. The 10 target game was a 10-90 against the. It wasn't against. Oh, it might have been against the Seahawks.
He had that blow up game when he went.
Like been 3 straight games that he didn't took off since he didn't been back 100%.
Hopkins 5 for 35.
5 for 35 with the touchdown.
Right. With the touchdown. So, I mean, Hopkins, I don't really see him ever really being a big yardage guy. You know, he's got a shot at the red zone. You know what I mean? When they get there, Kelsey's getting so much attention.
Yeah,
he's a possession receiver.
Hot take right here. I think Juwan Jennings is our best receiver right now.
I don't know. By far he is. And you know what else would have been a great measurement if fucking Brandon Ayuk was still out there,
still playing, still active. Yeah.
Momentum from what Juwan Jennings did in the Super Bowl, carrying over to the first 4 weeks where he was a top 7 play wide receiver. Then he got hurt for 2 weeks, and then when he come back, he go on a tear 100%. Juwan, like you said, the best wide receiver on the team. Period. 100%.
Yeah, I think you could kind of flip a coin, and you know what I mean. You'd be okay with either one of those options. You know, like I think Jennings' ceiling to me is a little higher because they really need him right now. It seemed like to really get to move the chains, and especially if the Brock comes back, like they're going to rely on him. Debo, he's not really getting open. You know, from everything I heard,
he dropped that one. It went right through his hands, and it ended up a pick. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Then also,
sorry, I had to clip my messages.
Return kick ball back. That was a little bit of momentum for us, even though that wasn't his fault. 100%.
Oh yeah, that was a huge play.
Bruh, I mean, Juwan is probably one of the only in JP and Kittle. You know what I mean? Kittle had a nice game today too as well. But, you know what I mean? Y'all might be right on this one. I might have to switch my take and go with Juwan on this one.
I mean, I don't think you could really go wrong. You know what I mean? They're probably gonna go back and forth on who has the better week. But if you put a gun to my head, I'm probably gonna take Juwan on that one.
I'll probably trade Hopkins. He's
at me though.
I'll probably trade Hopkins because he has the name value and he's older. I think that he's just a possession receiver. Jennings has that potential, I think, to kind of still break some stuff open if he
higher ceiling. I feel like
even in this game, you know, he did decent with a backup QB. So versus a pretty stout defense, secondary, as a matter of fact. I'm
definitely gonna start up some extra leagues next year with all the degenerates. So
yeah, man, subscribers. We're in a few together that we've had. Like I know that the what is it? Not the SBI. Well, there's the SBI, right? That one's like an invitational, but we do the what is it? The Pros and Joes, or what was the other one that we were in? It's over my head right now. We did one a while back. We did one where we invited like
a 24-man league or 30-man league or something.
Bogey was also talking about starting up maybe a playoff league, and maybe if some of the fellas that be in the chat want to rock out with us and do the fucking the playoff league going into
Yeah.
the playoffs.
We've done that. We do those at the every season. So it's that one's on Fantrax. If you guys out there in the chat, you guys watching, want to check that out, go over to Fantrax. The app is okay, but it's the only one that does playoffs. So it's the one we got to use. Unless Sleeper gets on their shit, we can do a playoff league on Sleeper, then we'll do it there for sure.
Yep.
But,
The playoff leagues, man, those go crazy. I've been doing those for like 10, 12 years with my other guy over here. So Fantrax is definitely it's a little challenging, but if you're somewhat competent, you can figure it out. You know,
it's not bad because you're dealing with it's since it's a playoff league, you're dealing with a lot less to work with. You have a certain amount of teams, right? And then you draft. You're gonna have to draft some guy.
Is what people get a little they can't figure out some things, but
navigation, right?
Navigate
user interface on the site needs some work.
It's actually not bad. I do a college league on Fantrax.
It's actually, you're right. It's not bad. There's worse. It's different.
You have to put in a little bit of work. You got to know what some of these things mean. You know, change some of the settings and how to search players. But it's definitely navigatable, if that's a word. But it can be done. You know,
I'll allow it.
You got to work a little harder, which I know that's a problem for some.
I done that shit one time. I think it was the first time that or the first year that I met y'all. It was 19 or 20, and I jumped in the playoff league 100%. I want to say that Smoking Jay won that motherfucker the year that I was in there on everything.
Probably.
It's a little bit like you said. It's a little bit different. If I can fuck with it, anybody can fuck with it. Basically, what I'm saying.
It's real savage. It's real savage. What we do.
That's not even the savage part. The savage part is dealing with fucking okay, these teams are on bye, and then once it's the playoffs and the players on your team are eliminated, that team is eliminated from the playoffs, you're fucked. Because then you're okay, now I got to go scour for scrubs on these other teams.
You're picking up backup quarterbacks. You're picking up anybody. By the time the Super Bowl comes, you have the third stringers, guys that aren't even going to see the field. You just put them on there so you get
just in case. You never know.
What's up?
So it's definitely real fun. It
is.
Look forward to those. We'll definitely set up a couple of those. So
did I do one last year?
I know I haven't won in a long time, man. Every year I'm like, you know what? I'm cool off this.
I definitely didn't win last year. I know that for sure. But a couple of years ago, I went kind of deep. I was like, I have a shot, but I didn't win.
I got in that motherfucker. I got late into the playoffs too, bro.
Yeah, it's fun. It's good.
It's definitely action. I mean, the goal is you want players that are going to play 3 or 4 games for you. You know what I mean? So if you get someone that goes to the Super Bowl or they make a deep run like a wild card team, you're going to be in good shape. So.
Yeah, that's the fun thing. Once you're you know who the playoff teams are, you're like, okay, you basically have to set your bracket and then draft by that. That's basically how it goes.
So real regular season rankings, they go out the window, man. I've done, like Jamar Chase, he might go in the 3rd or 4th round because he might have a bad matchup where they play the Ravens or something.
Or they're on a bye and you're like, I want to make sure I get points in week 1. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You got to have a balance of players that's on that bye week and then enough players to get you to the bye week, to the second round, because you got players that you need for that's playing in the wild card, but also you hoping that you draft some of them players that's going to be playing next week as well, like one of them quarterbacks, Josh Allen or Mahomes or whoever, you know what I mean? Because it's the IDP and quarterback. I mean, you draft all positions and shit.
Yep, you gotta.
Yeah, it is IDP. I mean, it has to be because then you wouldn't have any players really to make a roster.
Yeah. I mean, my whole strategy going in is who do I think is going to the Super Bowl, and I'm gonna
that should be like the main strategy, I think, for people.
Right, and then
who's your pick?
Always get week wild card IDPs. Don't sit on bye week IDPs. It might be tough. You might want a Fred Warner in past years or a Nick Bolton, say. You know what I mean? But there's a lot more defensive players than there are starting offensive players. So, you'll always have action on the IDP end. So I load up on the wild card IDP.
IDP's on the wire too. If you make it to next week,
live action.
That's what carried me because I wasn't playing IDP. That was probably my first IDP ever in my life as that playoff league.
Saquon on the loose. There he goes. I think that's a TD.
Oh, wow.
Yes, sir. Saquon on a long one. Pause.
Wow. See it right now. First play.
I just walked back in. I was like, all right, guys, we got third quarter action. Boom.
First play of the game. Wow.
This has looked like my Texans defense today, allowing 3 long-ass fucking plays.
That's a
Oh,
70
here
year.
he goes. Man, that man is special.
Shout out to everybody that drafted Saquon. Throw the
Great.
ball in the motherfucking stands.
You know they get fined for that, right?
Do
Really?
I read they
Come
get
on
like
now.
10 grand or something.
He gave
That
what?
sucks.
He just gave the fan the ball, but he didn't throw it.
What if he hands it to him?
Yeah, whoa.
$5,000 for a handoff.
Throw the ball in the stands.
We'll
Let me
take
see.
we'll take a 10 piece off that if you just hand it to the person.
In the NFL, a fine for the first offense for throwing a football into the stands is $7,878. The second offense is $13,005.
Oh my God.
You see that happen a lot too. They just chuck that. They just throw in a check. There goes 7 racks.
Wow, dude. Come on. And why the NFL is just stealing from these guys, making money off of it.
Footballs cost $40 at the most. and a fan gets a football. Why are you doing that?
Souvenir. Heck yeah, you're already stealing money from the fans, charging them $40 for a beer.
Come on, man. That's facts.
No fun
You
league.
didn't tell me in Vegas, okay? You tell me. You didn't say it loud enough. There wasn't enough bass in your voice when you said it, okay? Shame on you. Now, all my failures in that league, I'm blaming you, Derek. I'm blaming you. It's your fault. Okay? It's your fault, Derek.
You didn't say it loud enough.
Loud enough, bro. Cold world.
Because it's clearly not my fault. I was just ready to draft. I wasn't on no bullshit out there in Vegas.
I don't have enough Barkley.
That suite came decorated like that, okay?
Barkley.
I took AJ Brown instead, and that's been fucking me up because
I took
it's been Barkley.
No.
Hey, you know
Who else were my first round picks?
He's this year's CMC, really.
I took Amon-Ra. I took AJ Brown. I took
Puka over Barkley. I was 11th, so I took Nakua and my boy Tax. Shout out to Tax. Took JT and Barkley on the.
They fell back on it. The Rams did.
I need to fast forward. You're like a whole play ahead of me. Let me see here.
Yeah, I'm watching it live on. I got
the antennas. That's right.
I got the antenna plugged in. I told my wife, I was like, I need to order another one.
I need to be able to see into the
that production, bro. You tapped in with and it's on Peacock right now. Oh,
it is.
It's on Peacock right now, bro. Oh my mama, you tapped in, big bro. Big shit.
Nelson, we love Pittman without downs. I mean, he kind of showed up today. He had like 8 catches for almost 100 yards.
It's about time Pittman showed up.
I mean, Anthony Richardson looking like he kind of getting his act together over there a little bit.
There you go.
6 for 96 for Pittman. I mean, shit. If he's the only show in town, yeah, I'm okay with Pittman. If he's your wide receiver 3, not confident, but he's sitting on waivers. Yeah, you go put a claim in.
Oh wow. Yeah, some people probably mad. Angry dropped him last week or something before these games.
I need to, on the Michael Jackson song where he goes, the man in the mirror. At the end, he goes, "Make that change." Make that claim. Make that claim.
Oh, Puka with a nice diving grab, but there's a flag.
Puka just showing off with his hair now.
I like the way Puka plays football.
Yeah, it's balls to the walls. Pause.
Yeah,
100%.
that's the way it should be. It's like that's when the football touches your hands. It should be like life or death. You know what I mean?
If it hits you in the hands, you got to catch it.
Exactly. That's the way I grew up. Man, I play flag football, and I feel like that's the way I am. Like, I'm a wild man. It's like, get out of my way. I'm going to run you over, and it's flag football.
Go out there on the flag football field.
Only if I have to. Only if I have to.
I don't want to, but I will.
Exactly. Sometimes when you're running routes, they'll just get right in your way, and you literally have to just like, oh. They're not gonna call shit like out there. There's only 2 refs on each. There's one on each sideline, and there's 10 guys out there, so they're not looking at everything.
Get away with murder out there.
Could the holds are like the ones they call flag guards. Holds, flag guards. What else?
There's no refs, man. That's how you do
And
it.
interference. But those guys are lazy. They're just standing there like whatever. They already got paid before the game. They come up to you. They're like, ref fees. It's like, hey man, you haven't even ref the game yet.
They start
Can I throw in
shaking.
an extra?
Like, what you got?
I'm like, can I throw in an extra 5?
Hey, that's
I'm not even lying. Like, I feel like some of the other teams do that shit. I'm like, come on, man, we haven't gotten a call all game.
gotta pay. You gotta pay. Pay the cost to be the boss.
I went to a Friendsgiving this like a week ago or whatever. It's my wife's friends. It wasn't even like whatever. But like I knew one of the dudes, the guy who lives there, right? But he's border patrol. But then like his other friends that he invited were like cops and border patrol and shit. And anyways, when I used to play flag football in this other league in McAllen or in another city, anyway, we used to play against a group of cops. They're called 5-0. And then I recognized one of the dudes, and I was like, "Oh shit!" It was the quarterback, right, from the 5-0 team. And anyways, we just started chit chatting about flag football or whatever. But I was like, "You got into a fight with one of my friends?" And he's like, "Oh shit, that was you all?" And I was like, "Yeah." got rowdy. They tackled each other on a play or whatever, and they started jawing. And it was for the championship. And it was funny.
I remember going with a bunch of buddies. We just went to the beach one day. This is like when I was like probably 20, so 15, 20 years ago. No, it's about 20. Maybe
about 5 years ago.
Yeah. We were young, right? And we're just on the beach playing beach football. These guys don't play football at all. We're just throwing it around. And one of my boy's cousin, I was just jamming him on the line and just completely doing like pass interference every time, pulling it, grabbing it, all this dirty shit, right?
Bully ball.
Beach football. Like there's nothing on the line here. And he was like, he told me after, he's like, dude, I was about to fucking sock you in the face, bro. Sock you in the face, bro. Out there playing all that bullshit. I'm like, oh,
bully ball. Yeah, we used to play fucking tackle at the church in front of the highway.
Hey, I went out when we used to play. We tried to play tackle. We used to play flag, so there was a tackle football game that broke out. So we went out there, and we're playing, and then one of the dudes was actually on the football team, and somebody threw one over the middle, and this dude leveled. So and we got no pads on, no nothing, just laid a fucking dude out, and like bleeding from the mouth and all this, and I'm like, this is barbaric. I don't
got insurance.
I gotta go to work tomorrow. Like, what the fuck? This is crazy. I'm not doing this no more. Oh yeah, that was the last, I think, tackle football game I played.
Well, like I was talking to this dude, and like I don't know, I looked at my wife, and I was like, "See, he still plays. He's a quarterback or whatever." Because she's always giving me shit, like I'm too old to be out there.
And she said, "You gotta go to work tomorrow, motherfucker."
Yeah.
Them injuries.
And I was like, "It'd be fun." He like show up with the kids, go out there. Nah, but they never go to any of my games. I was like, "It's fine. It's the way I like it."
Then I can get real into it.
Focused. Laser focused.
They're like, nah, I'm just gonna stay home and watch YouTube.
Yeah, no, like back when we didn't have kids, my wife would go to my games. She would take the dogs and stuff like that, or whatever.
There you go.
But that was a long time ago, I feel. Like I used to play it all. I used to do softball. I used to do fucking these flag football games. I used to go play basketball. We'd rent out the gym for 2 hours and play basketball.
Oh wow!
The gym used to be some fun run right there.
Yeah, so it was $50 an hour, right? And so you get enough people, like 8 people, you can play, whatever, and then you just invite a couple other folks, right? And it's cheap. It's like $10 a person or less.
It's not bad.
It's not. And you're out there running around for 2 hours to get a whole bunch of games in.
It hits different inside in the gym too.
Hell yeah. And then it's like private, it's just like those people and then whoever else you call up like in the area, like, hey, come by, we need like a couple more or whatever. So we used to go with, man, that I would get hurt, like jam my knee or like I pulled a hamstring diving for a ball.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, basketball is, I don't know. I'd get more hurt playing basketball than anything else.
Hell yeah, man. You get hurt anywhere. You play hard, you're gonna take your lumps. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I got a lot of bad.
Them ankles in hoop was the illest thing ever, bro. That shit, bro. Oh,
I sprained my ankles so many times, man. I I was on crutches back in my junior year over the summer playing summer league ball. Went up for a rebound, came down on the other guy's foot, and my foot went sideways, and the outside of the ankle hit the floor. I remember got swollen like a grapefruit or whatever. I was on crutches. And I told my girlfriend at the time, I was like, "Can you drive me home?" And she was like, "No, like I didn't even tell my parents I was going to be here. I wasn't supposed to bring the car. I don't know what." And I was like, "Fuck." So I had to have my friend who like was a shitty driver drive my truck or whatever. And we were fine. I was like, "Just go slow." And I had my foot like hanging out the window, like elevated. It's like, "Get me to," and then the game was like, what, maybe like 45 minutes from where I lived. So it's a good little drive.
Yep, and injuries ain't no joke, man. I got definitely rolled my ankle plenty of times. Getting in there, making it up for rebounds. I got elbowed. Somebody busted my head.
I hit a wet spot on the floor and re-injured that ankle a couple times. Just like, damn. Sprained my ankle so many times in basketball. I just remember putting them in ice buckets when I get home. Like, fuck it, they're just sprained, and they stayed like permanently sprained. My wife says I have cankles.
Yeah. I used to skateboard back in my like high school days.
Yeah, I skateboard now. I did skateboard back then too, so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, man, we would go. I remember me and like my bro and like a couple buddies. We would go. Like, all right, we're gonna go skate this ledge somewhere. So we didn't have cars then. So you got to take the bus. You got to skate all over town. And we get to this ledge in San Jose, and I don't know why. First trick, I try to just do 360 flip off this ledge. Oh, my ankle, done, fucking done.
First move, first trick.
First trick, bro. I was done, bro. I was like, man. And then you just stranded out in downtown. It was rough, man.
So wild story. Rival school. My cousin went to it. Right. It was like they're in our district, like big, like for 30, 40, 50 year rival history of our towns kind of thing. Anyways, so I'd go spend like the night at his house or through the week or whatever during the spring break time or whatever. And they had a big carnival fair, stock show stuff like right there in his city. Anyways, so we would do that, but like we'd go rollerblading to the high school or like take our skateboards or bikes. And so it was a trek, right? He didn't live super close to the high school. So anyways, we're out there. And I'm on rollerblades this particular day, and I gotta take a shit. And it's too far to go anywhere. Can't go to the store. We're just, I got a rollerblade. So they're just like, there's a spot over here where all the AC units are. Just go straddle between those. And I was like, find me something to wipe with.
Anything. Is there a newspaper? Go get a newspaper.
Newspaper, bro. Found a rolled up newspaper that had been tossed like a couple of days before. It's like, fuck it.
That was wild back then. That was the only that
was like 1997.
But you had to do what you had to do.
So anyways, hey, I took a shit on my rival's high school's fucking property. Fuck it. Literally on it.
And fuck them, right?
Imagine the poor janitor on Monday, like, what the fuck?
Wait, hold on. This don't look like dog shit. That's a grown man shit. Is that lettuce?
Oh man, and I don't want to be gross, but that's not the first time something like that happened to me. Well, that was the first time. It wasn't the last time.
Savage.
Oh man.
Yes,
but yeah, because you reminded me of rollerblading and skating and doing stuff. There was a ledge there. What we used to call it? Death something. I don't remember, but it was like a crazy steep. Like they had ramps that led up to the office of the high school, and it had 3 of them. I would go down them backwards and shit, all crazy and whatever. Like, doing stunts. But anyways, like that's what we'd go over there for. But yeah, it was a trek, man. It was like a 15-minute skate. Yep. So there was nowhere to go.
At that time, that was nothing. Let's go.
Yeah, back then, when you're a kid, hell yeah. But geez. The second time and the only other time I had to go publicly like that, we were at a house party, but we had been drinking beers out of the back of my ice chest in the back of my truck, and we were like some random place, and there was a band playing in the garage, and like they didn't have the house open for guests to use, and I couldn't hold it either. And I was drunk already, so I went into my truck, and luckily I had always kept toilet paper and stuff with me. And I went to a neighbor's house behind there. I went to a neighbor's house behind the air conditioner.
They didn't call him Peacock back then. He was Peacocka.
Oh yeah, dude. But I left a surprise there by that AC unit. And I went back to the party like nothing happened.
The gift that keeps on giving. They were on the naughty list, huh, Santa?
Oh man, that was yeah. I mean, when you gotta go, man.
And when nature calls, you answer.
I threw a house party one time, and a girl went inside to use the restroom, and she clogged it up, and that was not cool, man. Not cool. And I would tell people, don't throw toilet paper down this toilet. Like, do not. There was a sign and everything, but of course, drunks.
No.
Yeah, because it was always house parties, and like we'd be hella loud way in the back, right? And my parents knew I was throwing parties. We were young, underage, whatever. But like the girls could always go inside and use the restroom. But anyway, they'd always fuck it up.
Bogey, you go ahead. The math is mathing right there. The math is mathing. That's toilet paper there too.
Yes, I did. What do you want me to do, Bogey? I didn't put it in a little trash bag and take it with me.
You're traveling with the dog bag.
Pick it up with the dog bag. That's
and I remember I told all my friends I had taken like 3 of my guy buddies with me, and I was like, I gotta go, whatever. They're just like, just go over there, we'll cover for you. Fuck it, dude. Like, they didn't care. Thought it was hilarious.
Hey, Peacock over here taking a shit.
Nah, we didn't know all those people, and there was like other dudes, and there was a band playing inside a garage and stuff. So like, they could have just come out and tried, like, they could have ganged up on us.
On the mic, like, what is that smell? Hey, magnified voice and shit.
I had forgotten about that. That's funny.
Hey, Peacock, you is the shit, brother. You is the shit.
Yeah, that other one, I was like, the first one I was in like in middle school. We were out there skating at the school, but that one I was like, nah, there's no choice. This other one I maybe could have driven off from the party, but nobody wanted to leave. Like, and I was halfway through like drinking all my stuff. I think that's what messed up my stomach. We had like Whataburger or something, and I started drinking heavily. Wasn't a good idea.
That'll get stuff going.
Yeah.
Get the movements.
Fuck, bro.
That one was horrible though, the first one, because I had to like, it was literally like, what do I use? And I was gonna go with leaves. Like, that was literally what I was gonna do, man. But luckily found a newspaper.
The leaves was gonna be too little. You was gonna get to touching something you didn't want to touch. Fuck, bro.
Speaking of shit, let's talk about the Redskins backfield.
Oh man, what the hell happened? Right, El Concusto.
Bruh.
Man, guys they're dropping like flies over there. Like they're like flies on shit.
Today was a crazy day in the NFL.
Yep. We got Nelson. Go pick up McNichols, man. Pick up anybody healthy over there breathing.
Oh, I have McNichols in a dynasty and in a deep league. Pause.
Yep. I didn't know. I didn't see what.
Yeah, and Brian Robinson too, right? Everybody got knocked out of that game.
Yeah, I mean Brian Robinson was questionable to come back, but I think Bogey's on the Chris Rodriguez train. So if you can pick him up too.
I forgot about him. I would get him confused with the cornerback from New England.
Gonzalez?
There you go. Christian Gonzalez.
There's only 2 Mexicans in the league, man.
Bro, it's like everybody I went to high school with. It's like everybody's name is the same shit.
We got
Chris Rodriguez, Chris Morales, Chris Gonzalez. It's like whatever, dude.
Can't keep up.
That's right. They didn't stick out like the Peacock did.
How about them Cowboys?
Hey, they showed up. Weird.
Yeah, David was the one who enjoyed us all losing last week.
The leaves.
David.
Eric got all the leaves on there, the fall leaves.
I don't remember. I must have taken them off, bro. Bogart. I must have taken them off. I don't think I kept them on, bro. It would have been too unstable.
Still wearing them.
I'm pretty sure I took them off.
And he took the mobile shit. He took the shit.
I do remember. I remember being between two AC units and holding on, like with my arms stretched out to both sides. So maybe I was wearing the rollerblades, bro. Because like my homies were laughing at me, my cousin and shit, and his friends, like they were like over peeking from where like behind the corner of the building and just be like laughing, like get the fuck away, bro, like over there. It's funny.
Hey, well, we now knowing that we know you have incredible balance.
My daughter's was it 4th or 5th birthday party? We went to the roller rink, bro, and I busted out the blades. I was killing it up in there. I was like running circles around people. Like I should have had the trench coat. Like you ever seen what is it? What is it? Prayer of the Roller Boys. What's the name of that movie? The one with Corey Haim. No. There's a rollerblade movie. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called Prayer of the Roller Boys. It's super corny. Look it up. 90s. Patricia Arquette comes out. Anyway, it's like a post-apocalyptic world where there's like no grown-ups and like the guys are on rollerblades and trench coats with like semi-automatic machine guns. Super 90s. But anyways, yeah, I was at the roller rink tearing it up. Like I got the glow sticks. They turned off the lights. I was like, whew.
The roller rink with the right music playing, that's a vibe right there, man.
I got a TV show about that right now. Who got the hottest roller crew? Where they be doing the dances and shit. So
okay.
I don't know if y'all fuck with the HGTV or shit like that, but it's Chip and Joanna Gaines, and she's one of the executive producers of that show.
Really? My wife's all about that. She has like magazines all over the house in here and shit.
Everything. You know, that's that shit, bro. Everything. But yeah, she's one of the executive producers on that roller skating show.
So it's a roller skating show?
Yep. Like
wow.
They like doing choreography and shit on the skates.
But is it inline skates or is it the old school skates?
Like I said, I haven't seen.
He's like, I don't know.
Yeah, on my mama.
I'll look it up. See what that's all about. Oh, dude, that was cool. They did that for a bit. Remember, they brought it back because it was popular like in the 70s, 80s, or whatever, and then they brought it back. I think like late 90s for a minute. And I would watch that shit. It was in between like wrestling and.
Right, it was like choreographed, kind of.
It was a little choreographed, but I think back in the day it wasn't. I think they would kind of go ham back in the day.
It was out there.
No lie. Derby Girls or some shit. I remember that.
Saquon can't be stopped, bro.
He's a man on a mission.
100%, dog.
That's a man who's motivated.
Facts.
He's like, fuck you, New York.
He's never won before.
Hey, this is his chance, really.
He got a taste. Aw, we're talking all that crap, and Kenny Gainwell gets in the end zone.
Wow.
Hey, where's the bell cow? We brought up Kenneth Gainwell earlier. The 16 yards. It was his bold call. He goes, I think Kenneth Gainwell gets a 16-yard rush today.
Well, he got.
That's damn near what it was.
I was gonna say it's pretty much that and a touchdown.
It was, bro.
Shout out to the bell cow.
Yeah, he's always the obscure, like random call like that. I remember when we first started the podcast, 2019. Boogie knows what I'm about to say. We had him on one time, and he's like, just out of nowhere, he's like, "Yeah, I think Raquel Armstead gets in the end zone today this week."
What?
We're like, "What?"
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Back for the Jags.
Like, what the fuck? Like what kind of bullshit is this? The Raquel Armstead call.
The Nostradamus of see football. Remember on Dave Chappelle, what was it? The Negro Damus?
Chappelle was a fool, man.
He need to come back. He can't
Paul
come back.
Mooney. I think it was Paul Mooney that was Negro Damus. So my mama.
Yes,
Chappelle, I forgot he was in Robin Hood Men in Tights. Oh, man.
Was.
So I seen that it was on the TV the other day, and my daughter is here or whatever. My young ones are gone. I was like, "You want to watch this?" And she's like, "What's this?" And I was like, "Man, you don't even know." And then I started thinking about the movie a little bit, and I was like, "You know what? Never mind. Let's not watch this together." So we saw Mrs. Doubtfire last night.
Toodaloo.
Yeah, she had never seen it. He was just laughing her ass off. It was funny.
Shit growing up, bro. Oh,
Man.
my mama.
That movie was great. I hadn't seen it in a long time either, so it was good to watch it again.
Back battered in a motherfucker, boy. Shout out to Robert. Rest in peace, Robert.
Rest in peace, Robin. Yeah, my wife walks in because she was out doing stuff or whatever, and like I'm down towards the end of the movie, and like my eyes are almost like tearing up. She's like, "What the hell's going on?"
You got emotional?
I was like, I started missing Robin Williams, man.
Bro, I haven't heard of Mrs. Doubtfire. I don't know how many years. I'm telling you, man. Nika, I love you, big cousin. If you watch him, shout out to you. I love you to death. But nigga, that's excuse my language, but that's what we used to watch. Like, bro, I'm telling you, faithfully. 100. That was our shit. Is Mrs. Doubtfire, bro? No?
A lot of quotable lines in there.
Facts. And they was in Frisco when they shot that movie too.
Yeah, that's true.
Everything. Facts.
Super 90s. I tell my daughter, I was like, look, that's how we used to dress. Like I was a kid. Like you see those kids, I was a kid like that at that time. You know?
Man,
I used to have stupid haircuts and dumbass clothes like that.
We done really got to the point now where we're like, you see, back in my day, this is what it was.
Exactly.
I do that now when with my kids, I'm like, damn, I'm really over here like, back in my day, this is what we did, and I'm like really proud of my shit. Like
I remember when it used to cost a nickel or some shit.
You know what? We didn't have internet.
Yeah, before the internet.
Clothes back. Like they're bringing the shit that when we was in our teenage days, they're bringing all that looking style like type back.
Yeah, so we're watching the movies or whatever, and my daughter's all like, "Oh, I like those outfits." It's like, "Yep, of course you do." That's what's in style right now. That's what's cool though, because I get to dress like that again.
And that's why I'm gonna buy them hammer pants I was telling y'all about earlier.
I was wearing some skater pants today, some baggy Vans. I was like, yeah, baggy pants again. That's what's up. It's been a minute. I remember it was like, man, in 2002, I was wearing the baggiest of baggy pants.
Hey, you know what's funny? If you go look at like the 2004 NBA draft, when the suits. The suits are
stupid. They look like the bad guys from like Looney Tunes or some shit. The mobsters.
Like they had a fucking Tommy gun in there. Hey, but here's the cool part.
Straight out of Dick Tracy.
Back then, you thought you was killing it. If you had that, you was killing shit back then, man. Like the baggy pants.
Fly, bro.
Out of control.
Like on Instagram, I've seen that. What is it? Time Traveler, whatever. Like. Spots up or whatever, and all the young kids are laughing at him, like on he's wearing like the baggy jersey backwards with like the Band-Aid on the cheek with the Timberlands with the with the baggy jeans, starch jeans.
The East Coast all in him. Crossing the East Coast with the Timbs.
And they were just ragging on him the whole time.
Oh, bro.
Time Traveler.
Bro, hey. 3X,
it's coming back though.
A 2X jersey, your fucking jeans was just so fucking all puffed the fuck out,
starched,
sagging with
the belt with the big butt. Oh my goodness! I used to rock a headband.
Yeah, I was about to say the headband or the headband underneath the hat.
Oh my mother. Sunglasses on, and see, I wasn't a big jewelry guy, so I had my teeth, but what I used to wear around my neck was the Mardi Gras beads.
I didn't do chains back in the day. I just had the blinged out watch and the stud diamond earrings.
Yeah. Hey, I used to go
about one pant leg rolled up. I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, the LL, the Cool J.
LL Cool J on my butt.
Hey, you know it's a trip, bro. If you look back at all the eras, right? If you go from the 80s to the 90s to 2000s, right? Every time you get out of that era, you look back and you go, "What the fuck was I doing?"
Yeah, exactly.
Like, every one of them were like, "Damn, we was tripping." Like, wait until about 10 years from now, motherfuckers be like, "Man, look how tight my fucking pants was." Like,
okay, I'm already in there because I did the skinny pants with the Vans era in the 2010s and all that because I was in. And then just like a few years ago, I was like, I switched it up again. I was like, okay, nah. This is whack. I can't sit down without like sitting on my balls. Walking around with a moose knuckle everywhere, man. Come on now.
What was I doing wearing a pink shirt?
Pink polo shirt. Popped up.
Polo.
The
Hey,
pop collar.
I got it. One of my first jobs was at Macy's, right? So when I got there, that's when this was like, oh Lord, 2001 or something, maybe 2002. They had all the like the Rockaware polos and the hats. You know what I mean? So like, bro, I had so many matching hats and polos with the shirts, and it's like out of control. The polos was wild back in the day.
I went crazy too with the punk rock shit, man. I had the fat skater shoes with the skinny jeans, and I had matching hats. So I had like DC shoes with DC hats, like matching colorways and shit. Like, come on, with big belt buckles. I might as well have gotten like a famous Stars and Stripes tattoo. I'm glad I didn't do any of that shit.
Those people
I know people have that shit. I know a dude, at least one. Stupid, but anyway.
They'll have the stickers on the trucks
on their Mustangs, bro, with the drinking monsters.
Fueled by Monster. Oh my mama.
That was my alter ego when I'd go out. I'd tell everybody I was Kyle. Fuck it.
It was the fucking days, bro. Oh, goodness.
Be like 60 years old and be like, man, that was too much. You had way too much. What was with all them chains, bro? What the fuck was you doing? I got a diamond tattoo right there. You see it? Look at that.
Oh yeah, nice.
Let's go, Puka. Dragon, Puka.
Get your ass. The fuck was you thinking, Grandpa?
So if Puka goes out of bounds like that, and the defender's riding him. Pause. Is that a tackle or a point for the defender, or they don't get credit for that shit?
Good question.
That's a damn good.
I never paid attention like an IDP, you know.
Let me see.
This show is going on for a ride. Pause. You ain't lying.
That is a tackle. Yep.
Okay, I figured like you got to get the credit for it.
Yep. Push him out of bounds as a tackle, I guess.
Puka had a TD taken. Oh no, I ain't gonna say taken away, but it was a pass interference on that end zone look that he had. Mama, so I definitely need some more Puka points for surely, bro.
Puka points. I was watching ball with my dad today, and he's like, "I don't even watch pros anymore." I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, ever since Tom," because he was a Patriots fan. He's like, "Ever since Brady's left, it's been crap." I think he saw like the one season after he left, and he's like, "I don't even want to watch football anymore." He's like, "What do I have left? 10, 15 years left?" I was like, "Dad, chill. Don't be talking like that." And then he was like, "I don't want to watch." He's like, "I'm just going to watch college from now on." So he's been watching college. So anyways, we were watching the start of this game before I took off, like, and he was like, or the warm-ups or whatever. And then he was like, Puka Nakua, who's that?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Basically, I just started laughing. I was like, damn.
You know, that's so crazy because I was watching the Utah and Iowa State game last night. That was a hell of a game. And Utah, they got nothing but Polynesian homies on their team, bro. I think their team is like 3/4. No, I ain't going to say 3/4. I forgot exactly but you know, it's a lot of them motherfuckers on their team, bro. 100%. They got the whole culture is embedded to the team, bro. That shit is crazy.
That's badass.
Facts.
Arizona did the same thing, bro.
Arizona?
Mm-hmm. The coach wears like the lei during the game. Wow. All the coaching staff.
Oh, man, mama.
Yep. And their two best players are like Polynesian, so.
Yeah, shout out to all my motherfucking Islanders. Matter of fact, we was at my homegirl's, one of her best friends' mom's 70th, and they Fijian. So we was at the dinner on Friday on everything. We was kicking it for her 70th birthday, man, celebrating a beautiful Fijian queen. Oh my mama.
Mm-hmm. Derek said he can't watch college, can never get into it. I used to be the same way, bro. I could not watch college for the life of me, but last 2 years, I fuck with college now. I mean, I'm not like watching everything every week, but like I follow what they're doing over there, man, because it's basically now with the way the NIL and the portal is, it's mini pros over there now. It's free agency every summer over there. Like, you know, you guys are getting paid over there, so.
I know Derek is into Miami, and like when I was a young buck, I was always following Texas. I caught the Texas game yesterday too.
I'm a Hurricane fan. I think from when I was about 12 years old all the way to about 22. I think it was Saturday and Sunday, bro. No loss.
Saturdays, man. I'd wake up and watch Ricky Williams if I could run the football.
That shit.
Like, growing up, that's when I started getting into football, you know?
Facts.
Saturdays, I used to wake up and watch Montel Williams.
Bro,
I remember that show, bro.
Daytime talk. He got a cannabis club out here. Oh my mouth.
Oh, really?
Everything. Shout out to Montel. I remember that Daytime Talk TV show. Oh,
Hey, that was the shows that were.
I don't remember the content of the show, but
it was like
No,
Sally,
you stay home from
Jesse
school.
Raphael was on there with him. During
yeah.
the time. Phil Donahue. That's another date. See, now you finished date me, Peacock.
Hey, you
I
stay
remember
home from
those though.
school when
Ricky
you're in,
Lake.
like elementary school, junior high. You're like, what am I gonna do all day? You end up watching all that bullshit.
Well, no,
Yeah, because I didn't have no cable, so yeah, that's what I was watching. I'm sure Fox is on Fox or whatever.
I don't want y'all to laugh at me. Don't hold this against me, right? But one of my favorite TV shows of all time is Young and the Restless.
Oh, dude. Shh.
Man, I love Young and the Restless, bro. So I know all about daytime TV, bro.
I remember being like 5 years old and watching Guiding Light because that shit was coming on right before, once it ended or whatever. So I'd catch the last 30 minutes of that show when I get home from school. And right after that was DuckTales. Boom. So I was watching the tail end of a soap opera for 30 minutes, waiting for DuckTales every day after school.
Hey, you remember on the DVR, if you record a show, you will get the last like 7 minutes of the one show going into it, and then you will get the last 2 minutes when you.
I remember sometimes it would cut off the show that I was watching because it would start recording too early, and it would cut off the last 2 minutes. And be like, no, what happened?
The best part.
I hated that DVR. That was cool.
Oh, everything.
Oh man.
Good times. Good times.
Newman.
I got to high school one day and I was like, you know what? I don't want to go to school today. My dad dropped me off. I said, no, I'm leaving. I'm going right back home because I know they're all going to work, right? So I get home at like early. It's maybe like 10, 11. And I'm like, all right. So it's winter. So we used to have, the heater was like on the ground. So it blows up all the air. So I used to put a blanket over that, right? So I'm laying on the ground. I put on South Park. I get all comfortable. I'm laying there and I'm sitting there watching. My dad walks in. And I'm just,
oh, shit.
what the hell you doing? I'm like, nothing, bro. It was just fucking.
They canceled school.
I didn't feel good. You can tell I don't feel good. I'm laying here with, doing nothing. But yeah, no, it's South Park. South Park used to fuck me up, man. That show was
your shit right there.
I used to play the video game. I remember that. You'd launch fucking snowballs and yellow snowballs and.
You guys, I'm going home.
Yeah, that show was epic, man. Get away with a bunch of.
I watched like the first 10 seasons of that show like religiously, and then I just kind of grew out of it a little bit. But they still going, I think. Like,
yeah, I think they are.
5 seasons of that shit.
That's that FX shit, man. Oh, everything. Fox is probably the illest regular TV station there is, bro. 100%. Oh, everything. Fucking
Cartoon Network.
Yep, Simpsons.
Like new episodes.
A lot of them people are retiring. I think it's going to come to an end already.
Oh wow.
I think this is the last year or the next one's coming up or some shit.
What's the Stewie? Fox is Stewie. Family Guy, American Dad.
So Family Guy was canceled, I remember, and then they brought it back and it became a hit.
Man, Fox used to kill shit on top of Martin, New York.
Cleveland Show. Oh, man, back in the day, and Martin. Yeah. Martin was funny.
What else?
TGIF was the shit.
Fox is the shit, bro.
TGIF was ABC, I think.
Yeah, that was Urkel. Urkel was on TV.
Urkel.
He was like dude. I think he was at the 8:00 slot. Oh, man.
I don't remember what time it came on. I just remember it's like Friday. I'm staying home. I'm watching all this shit.
Yep.
My parents would take off and go somewhere like to a party.
On that night too, I think. I mean, not Family Matters. I mean, Full House.
It was Full House, Family Matters. So was the other one Trading Places or no? That's not what it was called. What was the?
Not about Trading Places.
No, but there was what was the name of the one with the cousin for the foreign dude?
Step by Step.
No. Well, yeah, there's Step by Step, but there was what the hell was the name of that show? It wasn't Trading Places, was it?
Perfect Strangers.
Perfect Strangers. Thank you very much. Yes. Ding ding. Balky. Yeah. So that dude was in Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, that was Afo Fali.
Boy Meets World.
Aqua Foley?
Yeah, Boy Meets World was on that
Hey,
shit.
Boy Meets World is funny. Me and my cousin, we used to, like he used to rag on each other because you catch me watching Boy Meets World for no reason, whatever. My face will be like this. I just start like this, and over the time of the show, I just started going like this. He's like, "Why are you smiling?" And I'm like, "I don't know, man. I don't fucking know." I just end up
Serge. Hey, Serge.
Serge, yeah. There you go.
Axel told him, "Get the fuck out of here." He said, "No, I cannot."
I haven't seen the new one. I gotta watch the new one.
Oh, Derek is a
New Beverly Hills Cop.
Coming to America. I mean, Beverly Hills Cop is my shit.
I saw the new Coming to America. That one's funny too. It was all right.
I don't know if I got into that one yet. I know I
was gonna say it was all right. It was pretty good.
They got the Beverly. He got the new Beverly Hills Cop. I think I watched the first 45 minutes of that. He's trying to work with his daughter on helping something. I forgot, bro.
Bro, I can't remember what I ate yesterday. It's all good. What did I eat? Oh, I had leftovers. I had ribs and chicken.
Morning, my neighbor. Fuck you! No, fuck you! Oh, that shit is classic. No, Derek, what about motherfucker? You done shot me in my pinky toe.
Oh, that's Harlem Nights.
Yeah, Harlem Nights. Oh, that motherfucker Eddie Murphy is the GOAT, bro. Oh my mom.
I used to watch all those movies when I was a kid with my dad.
Oh, that shit, Eddie Murphy is the shit, bro. Oh, my mom.
I was digitizing an old family video, my cousin's wedding from 1989, and I was in that shit on like a little ring bearer or whatever. But I'm like 3.5 years old. It's crazy, dude. Crazy seeing like a little me walking around. I was like, that little dumb little fuckhead doesn't even know anything about anything. I'm literally walking around like I don't know what. Like people just telling me where to go. And then like later on in the video, I see my dad like holding me and he's all drunk talking to the camera.
Hey, all we had to care for in the world was our cereal and our cartoons and our toys and our video games. Oh, everything. Them was really the days. Oh, every day. I
know. I almost ordered a Doom cereal bowl with a spoon and a little action figure for like $50, but I was like, why do I keep doing these things? So I didn't. It's gonna be like a little MF Doom, fucking. It's like a throwback. Like when you used to get the cereal bowl with the spoon that would change color, and you mail it away with a coupon, stuff like that. It has like that vibe to it.
Oh.
But I was like, $50.
The prize in the cereal or a little toy or something in there.
Cracker Jacks. Yeah, no, yeah, there was the Dakota ring was the famous one. Get the Dakota ring. What else did they have in there? So you get Jip sometimes. You get like the plastic bendy straw, or you get like a whistle. Like shit.
They don't know
about
that nowadays.
Nice little catch and ran. Oh my mama.
Commercial break.
Wow. Nelson wants to talk football.
Like AJ Brown with a catch.
I consider Taysom Hill, man. Fuck, I'm rocking with Taysom Hill, man. Like his ceiling is up there. He's throwing it, he's running it. He might even fuck around and catch a couple. So
everybody is dead over there, and he does everything. So yeah. There's more opportunity, so that's what you want. Obviously, I think that Hawkinson's still ramping up, right? His potential's good, and he's on a good offense. So
I saw him. He made a few plays today. Let me see what his line was.
I think he made some plays. I saw his name pop up on my phone.
7 for 14. He made multiple plays.
There you go.
Shit.
I mean, shit.
Hold up.
Get both of them. But yeah, I mean, he ate Justin Jefferson mad as fuck. So somebody got the yes. He's back. I mean, last year he was a top 3, top 5 tight end before his ACL. So it's there for him. So you can't really.
Yeah, it's tough with Taysom because if everything stays constant here, his health, he stays because he's been nicked up in and out of lineups for the last couple of years. That's just kind of his MO because he plays so hard. I guess so he's basically a running back out there most of the time.
Basically, and their goal line
So-
back.
So that, and then of course, like, you know, everybody else is dead, like I mentioned. And then if they're going to continue to just rely on him to keep going with that coaching staff, then sure. And this seems like it's the new norm with after the coaching change. So if you're banking on all those things being constant, then I would probably lean Hill because of the opportunity. Even though, like I said, Hawkins at 7 for 120 in like a true just reception role is awesome. In PPR, you know what I'm saying? You're getting those guaranteed. Taysom's not necessarily catching those. He's running and throwing sometimes.
Can't go wrong, Nelson. Don't apologize. You good, brother.
Flip a coin. Flip a coin.
This shit and swallow and spit. Pause, Nelson. You know what it is, man. Oh,
yeah, either one of them. You know, either one. If they're
Rich
both
people
on your
problems,
roster,
bro.
congratulations. You know, hopefully, if they're out there on the free agents, make that claim.
If you look at matchups later on and you have like a receiver with a tough matchup, flex both of them or flex one, or if you can, you know what I mean?
100%.
Start one tight end and flex the other.
Those are good options right there. Either way, you got good problems from what I've heard so far.
I did it in the league today, but Cade Otton, man, they didn't have to use him.
But
What do you go for today?
I think he only had like 5 fantasy points.
Let's see what he did.
I just know it hurt.
You just know the pain. Oh yeah, 4
Felt
fantasy points. 1 for
There you go.
30. Oh, that
Ugh,
game they did whatever they wanted though. They were running the ball.
exactly.
It was Mike Evans was back, so you reintegrate him. So I mean, Cade Otton's real value was when Mike Evans was out, and he was the main show in town. So you can expect his numbers to kind of take a dip a little bit with him back. But yeah, no, so it was a hell of a day for some.
It was a thing.
That's what you get for leaving, Tino. You miss great conversation about 90s TV. So shame.
90s TV, not TV. Sorry, football on the brain there still too. But 90s TV, pooping in public places. What else? We had some good stuff going on. Forgot what else we talked about.
oh shit, you see this right here?
Oh, 90s style. We talked about 90s style clothing.
Nelson says, I was hearing y'all talk about being from the Valley. I used to live down there. I used to love going down there to club. I'm from Laredo, living in San Antonio now.
Bro, okay, so Nelson knows exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm in the Valley, bro. Laredo is about 2.5 hours north of where I'm at. So I'm in like the McAllen, South Padre Island area in between there.
Shout out to Nelson. Shout out to Peacock. Shout
Cool,
out to
man.
fucking Ear to the Streets and everybody else that's from the motherfucking Texas, great state of Texas, man. 100%.
Shout out to Nelson.
Yep.
Right.
Good deal, man. Yeah, SA's cool. I'm driving up.
Who has a shit in public? That is the question.
I hope you're not the only one, Tino, who hasn't pooped in public.
I meant like out in the open, like not like camping or like hunting, you know. I mean like a public place, like a school or somebody's house at a house party. You missed those 2 stories.
And shame
Go
on
back
you.
and watch the replay.
Spending time with your family and doing things like that. Okay? Shame on you.
Oh, Saquon again for another yards.
There you go, Tino. We knew.
Luckily, I haven't run into a problem where I've had to just go in the middle of nowhere.
Saquon is killing.
Oh, you know what? Though one time I was driving up to Uvalde, a place called Chalk Bluff, to go camping.
Give us another.
It is. And I was having horrible stomach pains, and like I stopped in the town before we got off to like the beaten path, and so I went into the restroom there, and it was just like I don't know what was going on. It was just weird. Maybe because I was traveling and I was like trying to like not go at certain times or whatever just to get there because it's a long drive. It was like an 8-hour drive that I was on. And so anyways, I try to do my business, kind of get through it. And then I'm driving and we hit that private road. There's like no turning back. It's just like a bumpy dirt road. And you have to drive for a long ass time before you get to the campground. And I feel like I'm going to die. Like if I'm going to have, like if I have like, I don't know, some sort of disease in my like a bowel, something's gonna happen. It's gonna explode or pop in my stomach. Like I'm gonna start bleeding internally. I'm having the worst pains, and I'm driving, and my wife doesn't want to like have me pull over, and every bump hurts, and this road is bumpy as hell too. So I'm going like 10 miles an hour. We can never get there. I feel like I'm literally going to die. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. I think I was almost on the verge of passing out, and it felt like maybe like a 20-minute drive on that road. We finally get there, and I'm literally like, at this point now, I'm like, let me just get into a toilet. And finally, I was able to do my deal, and I was a lot better after that. But it was the worst. I think maybe about an hour and a half where I thought I was literally going to die. And then my wife didn't even want to drive. It was horrible. So I had to drive through that.
That bad is probably the closest a man could ever feel to being pregnant.
I thought I was going to die. Like, I was saying prayers.
Lord,
and it was just pain. Like, I don't know. It was so crazy.
When you hold it too long, it really, at some point.
Oh, man.
It does. It's like, it does feel like death. Take me out of my misery.
Then my brother-in-law was like, do you want a beer? And I was like, it's going to mess me up, dude. I don't want anything. Just give me some water.
I'm surprised you didn't make him pull over and you just like handled it on the side of the road, wherever. Like,
I couldn't, dude. I wanted to get to wanted to get to a toilet because other people could have been coming down the road behind us too, though. Like it's a one-way
maturation process right there. No, I'm gonna find a toilet.
Exactly. The older I got,
wherever. Okay.
When I was young, air conditioners, somebody's house party in the open. Actually, any air conditioner. If there was an air conditioner nearby, it was fair game.
Air conditioners make your stomach bowels start moving.
It's because they're loud. You can like prop and hide behind them.
You know how when you start to get close to the house, it intensifies a little bit when you know you're about to get to go. You see an air conditioner and you're like, oh, shit.
My stomach.
I fumbled the keys and it was a wrap.
Safety. Safety.
Oh, my mama. I got to the front door and fumbled the keys and it was a wrap.
Oh, no.
I gotta go into much detail, but y'all know what I'm saying, man. It was
I didn't make it to the newspaper.
Thank you, bro. Too motherfucking drunk. I mean, shitty, just shit-faced drunk. I don't even know why I even drove home that night, bro.
I've had those where I woke up in the morning and I was like, how did I get here in one piece?
Bro.
Crazy. I woke up with a black eye one time. My friends say I didn't get in a fight or nothing. I must have fallen down. That they know of, right? Maybe I did, right? Somebody just knocked me out and then I ended up driving home. Who knows?
You can do it by opening the car door.
Maybe that's how it happened, right? Oh shit. Okay.
I would always I would rather smoke and fly instead of drink and drive.
Yeah, exactly. I'm coming up on 2 years. I got 1 month from now. I'll be 2 years sober from the sauce. Saucy sauce.
Hey, good shit, man. Good shit.
My dad was, I went to my dad's today and he's like, I haven't drank in 2 months. I was like, well, yeah, bro, you're like 69. Nice. I was like, you can take a break every now and then, dude.
Hey,
I was like, do you want me to be proud of you? I was like, did you want me to say I'm proud of you, Dad? I did, though. I was like, that's good, man. That's good. And he was like, look at that bottle up there. And he had like, he has his liquor cabinet or whatever. He's like, haven't touched any of them. They're all full. I was like, yeah, you're right. I believe you. He also had surgery recently. So it's not like, it's kind of forced to not drink.
Facts.
Yeah. Everybody, we all face that shit at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I've been since I turned 40, I got like crazy sick. I think I told you guys before that, and I couldn't smoke for nothing. I couldn't smoke, so getting 40, I'm like, having my crisis and shit, facing my mortality. I feel like, you know what I mean? I'm
every day, bro.
It's 20 years every day for 20 years, like just smoking, and so I'm like, man, you gotta quit, man. So I've actually I only smoked like 2-3 times in the last like 6 weeks.
Oh,
that
shit.
bag of weed that I had at the beginning, I done had that shit for a minute now. I'm just like, bought weed in October. I still got that shit right now. I'm like, that's a never.
Hey, still does the job.
When you want to do something, you can do it.
Yeah, but the mind's a powerful thing, bro.
Exactly. So me not quitting when I ain't really been like tripping. Like it's been like, all right, it's cool. Like it's no big deal.
It's crazy because like when you're always kind of inebriated and you're sober, you have like these little fits that come and go, and it's like I feel like I'm tripping or like I'm drunk, and I'm like, man, I'm completely sober right now. What's going on? So weird. Happens to me like
Who
that.
I am.
Is it who I am? That's my personality. I'm intoxicated with life. I sounded like Bogart now.
No, he's intoxicated on other things, including
Yeah, that's true. Including life, yeah.
plethora of
Of
intoxication.
other things.
But that's where I want to go. I go start going edibles. You know, I feel like my lungs are shot. This is my old man mentality. You know, get some edibles in your system. Get the, the shrooms.
Yeah, I do all
Lungs will break.
the concentrate stuff, It's just
I say
I mean
that
earlier I wasn't, but
I rolled a joint already, so I might.
yeah. I know I was outside in the garage. It's just different when you're doing the actual flower.
It's I quit the pen a while ago. I used to be with the
The
pen.
distillates,
Those motherfuckers, I feel like were fucking my shit up. Like it was hard to breathe and shit.
those it mess your head up. I feel sometimes.
And I would never buy like the top tier ones. I was always looking for like the deals and whatever was affordable. the $20 grams, and
That'll do it.
Who knows, man? So yeah, I cut back on those. The first time I hit a dab, like a real dab, it was like with the nail or something. I hit
the rig.
I felt like my chest was gonna cave in. Like it was intense, and then I felt drunk after. And this was one of the only times I like threw up from being high. It was
that's what I've been doing. I dabbing it out there. The e-rig though.
Serious. That shit is serious. So yeah, no,
it does. It takes me to another level.
They really are. They really are. But yeah, I think the rig, you got to get like the automatic ones where you can like just load them and they're like battery powered. But because
that's
the torch,
that's what I got.
I had the torch and that shit. You're burning the fuck out of yourself at some point. You touch that thing.
Yeah, look, that's what I got right here. Let's see if I can show you with the e-rig on the desk.
Yeah, the e-rig is like you just put it in there, it lights itself. But if you need a fucking a flamethrower to light your weed, shit is fucking out of control.
Let's see.
Go to the gas station, fill up this red tank so I can get high.
I think I have some stuff in the tank there.
Hi. That was
Do
nice.
you wanna get high? Do you wanna get high?
No, now.
I have my little jars.
Shit.
Right now, we're gonna watch Peacock take a dab live on the GWN.
I got Peach Vibe, Shitstorm, and I'm running out of Pink Lemonade.
Shitstorm, huh? Go ahead and smoke that Shitstorm. That seems fitting for all the stories that I told today.
We'll check it out. That's the dark one, so yeah, it tastes a little more spicy.
The dark shit corn. Fire it up.
I gotta get a better setup to hold my camera.
Uh-oh.
Damn. See, the e-rig done blew out the whole, took out a whole panel. You got to go out to the fuse box now.
No, we was getting too live and direct for the younger audience that was happening.
Oh, what's this? Peacock has been flagged? They put Peacock on the Derek plan where they blocked Derek for like a couple days. No one knew how.
Oh, bro!
Seriously banned.
Meta, Google, where else we stream it at? Twitch. They said, Big bro, you doing too much. Oh, bro, that shit is crazy. Oh, fuck. Hey.
I'll hit the blunt every now and then. I was like, hey, that's what I'm trying to get. I don't want to really quit weed forever. I just want to, here and there.
Just tap it every now and then, huh?
Yeah. Oh, there you
go. I somehow went back in time. I was like in the
box. You good?
I was in the comments section, like of the YouTube somehow. I was like, what? How did that happen? It's weird.
Huh.
I'm telling you, they tried to censor us when you got to breaking that down.
I just wanted to be on the bottom box here, man. I was feeling the bottom box now. I had down there to myself. I was down there solo dolo. Now look at this. I done lost.
I messed up their vibe, man. I'm sorry. JD was like, "Oh shit, did we get cut?"
Tino, stop trying to expose me. Hey, you saw Tino, you was there. I hit the blunt one time and then I said, "Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool." Come on, Tino. Okay, I don't even smoke no more. Okay, this is a prop.
Prop you
Yeah.
saying.
When the Italian accent comes back, don't make me put the leather jacket on. All right, come on.
Yeah.
I want to get. You know what it is though? I wanted to get my tolerance up. I'm fucking gonna get blasted one of these days because
you take a little tolerance break. I started doing the don't do anything until like 8 p.m., bro. And then like after the first sesh, like I would be, my eyes would be watering, like I'm crying, like, and that became the motto: if you ain't crying, you ain't highin'.
You ain't almost throwing up from coughing. You know, you ain't trying. Dude told me I stopped. Hey, the mushroom chocolates though. I listen. I didn't say I'll do. I'm going completely sober. I never said I'm going sober. Okay, I ain't fucking crazy. Okay, I got a fucking life to live, man. I got a job, man. This shit is stressful. You know, fuck.
I only do a quarter of those at a time, bro. I never do more than that.
You know, I've never done shrooms and seen like the walls melt and you know what I mean. And things like
okay, well, you got to take two. You got to take a half of that, and you'll start to.
A pretty good amount, so I think I have to overdose.
No, what you should do is like fast before. Don't eat anything. Wake up in the morning. Be like in a good place. Drink tons of water, and then when you start feeling hungry, then do the dose, and then you'll feel it intensely. Trust me. Almost like a meditation, like shaman-esque type of deal. Man, this tastes good. Good call on the shitstorm.
The shitstorm tastes good.
Bro. Almost like gingerbread or something.
You eat shitstorm for breakfast?
Tonight? It's on the nightcap. Cool.
Yeah, these Rams are getting their ass whipped now. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Well, I need a point from Matt and Puka. If I can get a TD somehow, some way, I think one league.
They should. Don't you get like a garbage time something pretty soon?
I hope so, big bro.
I don't want to know how my matchups turn out. I'll look at it later. It's a weird day. At work, it should be slow tomorrow. My boss just texted me a little while ago. He's like, no video tomorrow. I was like, perfect. I didn't realize I had a video that canceled or something. I was going to go into the office unprepared.
That's good for him. You got Thursday and Friday off, big bro?
Yeah, I'm hoping to even get Wednesday off because I got to travel up to Houston and catch up with the rest of my clan.
The most I ever ate, Tino, probably about a half a bar. I didn't eat maybe an eighth of shroom actuals before, but no, I go full chocolate bar. I can't get them nowhere though. You got to go to like Oakland to get them.
I wouldn't say don't do a full.
Yeah, I'm going full retard. I'm gonna go. Full You never go full retard.
I never had the chocolate before.
Is that Tropic Thunder?
Those hit. That's why I fuck with them because it's like you really feel it's just like a body vibe.
Yep. That was when I
not out of your mind.
The juice, it just made me sleep good. Even though
I want to get out of my mind. I want to see things.
Okay, those then you had to go with the actual like organic fungi. You know what I mean? Taste the earth, chew it, keep it.
You got to do the Mike Tyson and just get a handful and.
Exactly.
Yep. One of these days.
I did that, man. I did that. I had some of the best times out here. I was listening. It's like Kid Cudi had just dropped that album. Man, what was it? The fucking name of that album? I don't know, but I was tripping off of it. That's all I remember. I'd be drinking an IPA, and I'd grab one juicy, like fruity IPA, and I'd sip on it for like 2 hours. Like, never drank it. Like, I was just loaded.
Bro.
Gazing into the stars. The album was like already on the third time around listening to it or something.
Tino said to a chocolate bar once, his vision got better. He didn't need glasses anymore.
It corrected the cataract.
I believe it, bro. Your pupils probably dilated so much you could see everything.
Man, it's on to the future.
Say exactly. The third eye opened up. I've had moments like that. I thought I was having like a super epiphany, but I couldn't work my phone to take the note down of whatever it was. It was like the secret to life, obviously. And then, like by the time I got my phone working and I was like, okay, ready to take my note on whatever my thought was, I had forgotten what it was. And I was like, yep.
12 seconds passed by, you know?
It felt like a lifetime. It was 12 seconds.
Oh, that was so long ago. What was I thinking?
And then I would like sit in my office and like look at all of my paintings or whatever that I had at the time and just like be like, whoa, this one's like 3D. Like what was I thinking when I painted this? I don't know.
That was me.
Who is the pod son? Okay, who is Diamond Joe? He's only a legend. Okay, let me fucking tell you. Okay, yeah, I ain't a player. I just fuck a lot. Okay, allegedly. Who is pod son? Do any of you guys know this pod son?
Yeah, he's pod son's a regular. Pod son's a regular. He just hasn't seen you around. That's all.
What up, pod son? What up? I'm the Sunday guy. You know, I got popped in and you know, just talk that shit. You know?
I accidentally muted my own mic.
Okay.
The chat.
Apparently everyone but knows me but the pod son. I met Dennis this morning when he came on live. That was the first time I met him. He just showed up on the screen.
Dennis?
He just showed up on the screen. I've never seen him before in my life.
You've never seen from shout out to the Ignorant Thinkers.
We're friends. You're on the show, we are friends. For life.
Yeah, Dennis is a good dude.
Hey, son, all love, man. We talking that shit. You know what I mean? We just here to help. That's all we doing. Seriously though, who is your father? And what does he do?
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
What does he do?
We're gonna play a little game.
I'm looking like
that's the one I need to watch with my kids. Boom. Thanks for bringing that one up. Actually, it's kind of it'll pass. That will pass. Kindergarten Cop.
Who's your daddy and what does he do? I'm a cop, you idiot.
You know when Schwarzenegger was twins?
Oh yeah, twins.
I forgot.
Classic.
This ain't a joke, Derek. Shit ain't a joke. These chains is real. Almost got jacked in Vegas for these chains.
Chains.
Chain hang to my dang-a-lang. Yeah. Man.
Oh, I was gonna watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer with my daughter last night. She's like, put it on, but we ended up watching, like I said, Mrs. Doubtfire because on a whim I was like, oh, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, that's that shit, boy.
Boy, Peacock went from 1 to blasted in seconds. Look at that. Look at that shit. Peacock.
Shitstorm, bro.
100 real quick.
I didn't even boost it. I could have hit it like 2 more times. I let it cool down a little bit. Yeah, my eyes feel super heavy.
Super heavy. You might have a black eye again, bro. What happened when the power went out over there? Hold on. What really happened, dog?
I don't even know how that happened. Like the power didn't go out. My phone just like geeked out and sent me back into the shadow realm.
Welcome.
It was weird.
1-6.
The alternate version.
Universe. You're on the main timeline now.
Bogart says I should be Gambit one of these days for Halloween.
Oh, you finna make a name for yourself.
Went to see that movie. Like my whole family was gone, and I was like, you know what? I never do anything. I'm gonna go to the movies. So I went by myself.
Bro, I did the same shit. The same thing, bro. I was like, I can't wait to see this. No, hell no.
Yeah, nobody wanted to see it.
My wife was already sleeping. I'm like, babe, I'm going to the movies. It's like a Thursday night, and I got home hella quick because the last show was like right on it. And so I was like, babe, going to the movies. Popped a couple chocolates, went in there.
Yeah,
it was amazing, bro. I
did the same thing.
Such a good movie, and I know people are always hit or miss on those movies, the Marvel movies, and all that. But
I know my dad saw. He's like, "Oh, I saw the Deadpool Wolverine," and I was like, "What'd you think?" He's like, "Nah." I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Maybe it's more geared toward." Yeah,
it doesn't add up. But if you know,
I was like, maybe it's more geared towards me, like my generation.
Yeah, they got me. I was telling Tina, my spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, shame on you. But
it's out there. You can watch it for free now.
where they go into the realm or whatever. When Chris Evans comes,
Yeah, yeah.
Cap. When I'm in the theaters and that moment came, I went like this. I was on
Oh,
the
Captain America.
the
Yeah.
shrimp chocolate bars, and he busted out. I'm like, oh my god, it's him! It's him! And then they hit him with flame on, and I was like,
You're like, psych.
That was the best deep fake of the whole movie, right?
It was, yeah. It got me. It really got me.
That was my favorite part of the movie because you really thought it was Cap until he flamed on.
That part was great. And then, of course, they basically sacrifice him, and so that's a good running joke after the fact for a good while.
Good movie, a lot of great shit talking, real life shit talking. You know what I mean? Like they that fourth wall
breaks the fourth wall.
There is,
yeah.
So, I'm really against watching movies that I've seen already. Like if I've seen it, I'm not gonna watch it again. Really for maybe a really
my kids are gone. I might as well throw that one up there again.
I watched that one twice in the last couple of weeks, and no, I'm done now. But it's
So my wife and I have seen all the other Deadpool movies. She hasn't seen this one, so maybe I'll get her to watch it.
Yeah, no, it's a good one. You just tell her it's Ryan Reynolds.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's seen the other ones with me. We saw them in theaters and stuff, but like, I don't know. She didn't want to go watch this one for some reason, or I don't remember how it happened. Oh, she was out of town. She was out of town, and it was like opening weekend, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to avoid spoilers, is what I told her. So she's like, yeah, just go.
Yeah, nope, go get out of here.
Yeah, I dropped off my kids. So I was like, I have some free time. And I caught the last showing of the night. I felt kind of weird because I was tripping. Usually I'm at the movies with my family.
I've seen a couple movies by myself.
I think that was the first time I'd been to the movies by myself, and I don't
watch either. They don't watch that shit, so it's like I'll go see it.
I'm trying to remember. I think maybe that's the first time I ever went to the movies by myself.
I told my wife a funny story that my wife one day I was like off or something, and I went to Wingstop just by myself. I was like, I'm gonna go get some Wingstop, and I sat there, had Wingstop by myself, right, middle of the day. And I told my wife's like,
eating by myself, I do it all the time. Trust me.
And I told my wife, I'm like, yeah, I went to Wingstop, and she's like, you went to Wingstop with who? I'm like, by myself. You went to Wingstop by yourself? Really? Yeah. And I'm
she's like bullshit.
Man, I go eat by myself all the time. It's no problem. I don't need company to eat. You know what I mean? Like, they're on business. And,
you're on business, yeah. For standing on business.
She could not wrap her mind around it. For the life, she's like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?"
Yeah, so one time I was eating at a restaurant, and I had just finished. And I was walking out to my truck, and I saw my wife's friend, and I said hi to her. I gave her a hug, blah blah blah, and she had gone to school with me, right? So I know her anyway. And then she was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I just had lunch or whatever." And she was like, "Oh, by yourself?" Like, because she was thinking like I was with my wife. And I was like, "Yeah, by myself." And she's like, "Oh, that's so sad." I was like, "What?"
What?
I wanted to tell her off, and I was like, "All right, see you later."
What you're talking about?
That's the same person I went to their Friendsgiving just a couple of weeks ago.
Their first gut reaction is, "Who's the bitch?"
That's probably what it was, right? Yeah. But I was like, "No, I was enjoying a nice soup and sandwich on my own over here. They're a good special today."
Nice. Hey, my wife won't even get out the car to go get her own food. So, that sitting in a restaurant eating by yourself is unfathomable. So
okay.
It's a running joke. Guys, man. Business to handle.
All right, round 2, shitstorm. Wow.
Tino said
I feel like it's conquering me at the moment. Not gonna lie.
Oh, I thought your stomach was brewing.
No.
Like, man, I gotta go.
The dabber.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm going right here next to the AC.
Hey, watch out, man. I thought you invite me over and you have a window unit, I might not even make it outside.
Oh, hell. I used to have one of those. Those motherfuckers came in clutch. I used to work at a coffee shop. I was, get cool with the customers. One guy comes in, he's like, "Hey, man, you want an AC?" I was like, "Yeah, I want an AC." The motherfucker just gave me a fucking AC out of nowhere. I was like, "Fuck yeah!" That ran that bitch for like 6-7 years.
I had one of those sheds, like that you put together, a little metal shed or whatever, and then I cut a hole in it, whatever. Boom, installed a little window unit with some support. And that thing was awesome. Yes. It was like, look, best $400. Yeah. Chill in there, put some lights in there.
My dad got so So where I'm at right now is a detached garage, but I don't know what the direct dimensions of the man cave is, but it's a tough shed. And that bitch got the TV. He set it where it got a little like a, you know how you can have a like a little fucking like type roof, like shelving like type shit at the top of the where the roof pitches at. The motherfucking man cave bigger than the motherfucker, bro. Oh my, and all it is a tough shit. It's probably like he probably paid like $5 for the tough shit when he got it, maybe about 7. But the motherfucker bigger than the motherfucker though, bro. Oh my.
We have a shed in the back.
Serious, bro.
Shed's a series. I got 2 of them right here, bro. So the other one I got is just a little bit smaller for like storage and shit. But the other one, he made that for a kicking in spot. Oh, everything, no lie.
That's cool. Yeah, the one that we have is just storage. It's a 10x10, but like it has like shelves in there, and we have like
facts.
I put my lawnmower and like tools and drills and lights and cables, and there's a bunch of shelves with storage boxes in there too. And I still got a shit ton of space in there. Every now and then, when the homies come by and like I want to burn and it's windy, it'll just go in there.
Hey, that's when I first moved out to here where I'm at in Los Banos. We was checking out houses, and the one we ended up settling on in the backyard, 2 separate tough sheds.
Oh, that's
like,
better.
Oh my god, this is it. My dreams are coming true.
You put them together, and then you burrow like a doorway, like a hallway. You expand it.
Saquon just broke again. Whoa.
Put them together.
Yeah, so that's first thing I did when we got out there. I cut a hole in that, put that AC unit I was telling you about, put that in there.
We took it to the house.
That was my man cave. You know what I mean? Out there. If the tough shit was rocking, don't come a knocking. Had the TV, had the AC, the lights, everything is out there. So
the garage used to be my man cave, but now it's all whack. There's too much stuff in there. I like the work. It's like a workout / storage area right now. So I have my office in here where I paint and hang out, but it's not necessarily a man cave.
Saquon just piling on now.
Yeah, he's killing it. It was like a 50-yard, 60-yard run.
Yeah, he got to be over 200 yards right now.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he's definitely over 200 yards. Because we just seen him take a 70-yarder not too long ago. Oh shit!
All the fucking telling Tino want to show up and beat somebody, but Tino, I'm glad you beat Art, our guy Art over there. Whip his ass.
Bob from accounting.
Art got Saquon 255, 2 touchdowns, and then 4 for 47.
That is correct,
man. And both of his touchdowns over 40 yards. He got 63 points in our league.
Bonus.
Golly. What's he got over there in the
70 plus, his second 70 plus rushing TD. Oof. Ouch.
Saquon. Looking like CMC from last year.
Tino, keep them separate and build a tunnel in the tough sheds underground. May just have a bunker with 2 ladders that lead up to the tough sheds, and then they do just regular tough sheds, but you have a secret entrance down. Boom, and you can enter from either end. Just hope it doesn't flood.
What can go wrong?
A lot of things. No, maybe not. You can do the engineering correctly. I'm sure there's a YouTube video out there.
Save about $4,000 and just walk right out into the other one.
Yeah,
not gonna save the money.
I want to be extra.
If you build it, you can crawl.
And my brother-in-law just built a huge shed on the side of his house, and it's good. He does everything by hand by himself, so of course it's all come check it out, Mr. Bragg. And him and my wife are just like their dad was Bob Vila or something, like, you know. So they're super crafty. Like the shelves in this office, my wife did the cabinets, she had these built, but still it was her idea. Like she measured and planned them out and had the people come in here. It's like supervising them. She's like, "Go get my drill," and I was like, "All right." Yeah, I was telling JD, we were out here doing stuff, and she was like, "I'm going to finish putting the Christmas lights." I was like, "Go ahead. I already did the tough part. I got to the high places with the ladder." I was like, "You go ahead. I'm cool. I'm simple. I just put the the light in the front that throws a bunch of lasers all over the house. I was like, I'm done.
All right, I'm going inside. I'm gonna go smoke some death shit.
Yeah, pretty much. What's it called again?
You guys got this? I'm gonna go get high.
Shitstorm.
Shitstorm. You guys seem like you got this under control. You don't need me. I'm gone. That was always me and the bell cow, man. Anytime my parents, it took them a while, but anytime they figured this out, it's like we're there, and then all of a sudden we're both gone.
That was me today too. We were at my parents, and my wife's like, "Oh, go with me." My mom had a tree in the attic that she was going to look at, maybe an artificial one for Christmas to give to her sister. Anyway, so she's like, "Go with me up there." I was like, "All right, cool." So we go. My parents have a cool attic. Like you just walk up there, like it wraps around, and you can go to the next level and walk around in there. Plenty of headspace. So my wife's like, "Oh, I wish I had it like this." Like she had never been up there, and I was like, "Oh yeah, let me show you." Blah blah blah. And I was like, my mom didn't know where any of the stuff was, and there's boxes galore. And so like they just start perusing and browsing, and my daughter goes up there, and they're all looking at stuff, and then I just slowly moonwalk out of there, and then just go back down, and I'm gone. Yeah. Now and then they came back inside, and I'm watching football with my dad or whatever. And I was like, "Oh, you didn't need me to bring anything down?" They're like, "Nah, we're not going to take it after all." I was like, "All right, perfect," because it wasn't going to fit.
One year. We went up to visit my mom when she actually lived up in Folsom out there in Sacramento.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
And we went up there, and I'm like probably 23, 24, 25, somewhere around there, right? I'm a grown adult, right? And so me and my bro, once they go to bed, it's time to go outside and start firing up. Yep. And so my mom, she was at this point in life, she was still trying to fight it. You know what I mean?
In denial.
So, right, we go out there and we come back in, and I don't know, I was high as shit. And my brother had this Indian vest that he had for Halloween. And I don't know why I ended up putting it on. And I'm, being stupid I had the vest on, no shirt under it. It's just a vest, right? My mom comes down, right? And she's like, "Joseph, Steven, get over here," right? And I'm a grown man. I panic. Come on, Mom. I gotta go put this vest away. And she runs up on me, and she's like, "These guys smell like smoke." I'm like, Mom. Grown ass man getting in trouble still. Mom, hold on, Mom. I gotta put this vest away.
That's fucking hilarious, dude.
Blasted in an Indian vest. I was with my girl. My girl was there too, and I'm getting in trouble. I'm a grown man. I don't know why I was so scared, but I was.
Well, you can still, it's your mom. She's always going to be your mom.
100%.
My mom gets mad at me. I'm going to get
You got to a point though. You got to stop giving a fuck. Yeah. You should be like. I used to tell her now. It got to a point now where I go, I'd be like, "Hey, mom, hey, which one of these rooms can I hotbox?"
I remember my mom came over here to watch the kids or whatever, and she's like, "It smells." And I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Stop snooping around."
I don't smell anything.
Me either. She's like, "The kids are gonna smell it," and I was like, "So that's why I started going with these concentrates. It's a lot easier to get rid of the."
You don't really realize how much it stinks until you are not around it a lot,
or you don't.
Yeah,
I'll be taking.
That's
breaks.
where I'm at right now. I don't.
I'm used to that shit from a mile away.
Probably used to smell so bad, bro, and I probably all my clothes probably had it, but my nose couldn't. You can't pick it up. Probably went to work.
Like me, because I don't smoke cigarettes. So a motherfucker that smokes cigarettes, I smell that shit a mile away. So I can only imagine a motherfucker that don't smoke the flower. They be like, "Bruh, really? That's what you doing?"
Yeah.
It's smelling like this, huh? You don't give a shit.
You gotta have the old kit back in the day with everything in it already. The Visine, the hand lotion,
the killer kids,
sanitizer, tweezers.
I had a buddy I used to work with, and we would, everybody smoking on lunch or whatever.
Mouthwash.
And we're all putting the eye drops in, and we're like, "Here, bro, you want one?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "What the fuck, bro?" He goes, "Bro, if you do that, if you come in looking high every day, then they'll never question you. Right? You gotta always look high. That's the key." Fuck, you're onto something there.
Oh shit,
that's a good point.
So yeah, he never gave a fuck.
It's my motherfucking allergies.
Exactly.
My driver's license, one of my last driver's license, I was like, I'm going in blown. And I came out like this. And I was like, keeping that one. I think that's the one I still have on my driver's license.
He went to Cooper Cup instead of motherfucking Puka.
Oh yeah, he got in. There's the garbage timer.
Gotta go to him instead of that, bruh.
They're going for 2.
Uh-oh.
Maybe Puka can get something here.
Uh-oh. Good shit, Cooper.
What's the score after that? Still a lot too little?
Yep. I think that stayed, what, 20? No, I forgot.
37, 20, 21. They're going for 2.
Oh, he went to Puka, but I don't think he caught it.
2 scoops, 1 cup.
I think that motherfucking TD. Yep, the TD got me over 116 to 114.
There you go.
Playing, so
27-yard pass.
There it is.
From the staph infection. I got Stafford fired up in a couple of leagues, so I needed that right there. Thank you.
Running AOB. Let's go.
I don't want to check none of my shit. Like, I'll probably still down, whatever. Or maybe I got up. I don't know. I'll find out tomorrow. I'm happier that way. I did that last week, and you know what? Like, I'm sleeping better at night.
Closure. It's called closure. They're like,
it's cool too because like I'm not like overhyping my 9-2 teams. I got a couple of those. Right? I'm just like playing the course, staying chill.
Stay in the course. 9-2. I don't know what that's like this year.
Is it 9? Is that right? We're in retro.
Tell me about it.
Math checks out. I have 2 of those only, I think, and then like 1 or 2 8 and somethings, and then a bunch of 6-win teams, and then 2 4-win teams is just like one I don't care about because it's a 14-teamer, and then the other one's my home league, and that's the sacrificial lamb. I'm just doing all the wrong moves on purpose so that people can live in other leagues. You know what I mean? It's because if I start somebody over there, they either die or have a horrible fantasy week. So I'm just doing the opposite over there. I'm jinxing that team so that everybody else can have a normal fantasy week. You're welcome.
Very, very big of you. I'm convinced the fantasy gods are angry at me for making movies in the off season about.
They might be. They may be. Yeah. I've been cursed in my home league like crazy. I think it's because of the hubris.
Yeah, you know.
I'm a 2-time champion there, and I wouldn't shut my mouth about it. And it's like I haven't seen the trophy in 5 years.
Yeah, I probably had the most unhumble offseason in fantasy.
I know. I saw those videos.
You didn't see the 20-minute video I made.
No, I don't think so. I saw an episode that you and Bogey were on. I saw a couple of the videos, but I don't think I saw the 20-minute one. It
was very poorly edited, but the backstory is great. The backstory, if you knew the whole story, history of the league, it's actually cinematically great, but the editing is poor. I'll have to show you guys one day, maybe. But it's 20 minutes is the intention. It basically is like a 12-minute movie, and then it breaks into a music video at the end, and like it's got a lot of Avengers Endgame, and like I was Thanos, quote unquote. So
yeah, I saw some of that. So
yeah,
you're out in the field somewhere.
No. That's a separate video.
Oh, okay.
I made like 4 or 5 videos basically in the off season, and it was.
Shout out to Daniel. He says he's 9-3, 5-0 since he subscribed. Thanks. Hey, that's what's up. Hell yeah, cool man.
My Venmo is at the Guru 21. Take 20% right off the top. That's it. Not much. You know, next year we'll drop it down to 15%. But you know, that's you got to pay the cost to be the boss, Caps. And I said it right from the heart. No, I'm just playing. Get your money. You know what? I'm sacrificing myself for you guys this year. Okay. That's the story I'm gonna tell everybody.
I just need to compete, like in the championships in a couple of money leagues, and I'll be all right. That's all I really want.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, it's gonna happen for you. I promise.
Yeah. The odds are usually like they point that way. Usually, like a couple of these teams will get to the dance like that. Just got to bring it home. Last year was only 1. I was like, oh, and then it was like the cheapest, like the lowest pot league that I was in. I was like, oh, of course. And then get this. Then the league folds because like half of the guys don't pay up. Then we start a new league, right? So they take care of my entry fee. I'm like, cool, I'll join again because it's a dynasty. And then all of a sudden, like after we did this and we started up, boom, like it league safe somehow pays out the rest of the league, and I got all the money back. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, worked out.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I guess people voted to like, I don't know what the hell happened, but
Pay you.
so they're like, so we didn't have to fold the other league. I was like, it's okay. I drafted well again. I feel good. That's one of my 9-2 teams again.
So it's a dynasty and then a fold and then restart.
Yeah, with the same guys, except for the 3 guys that didn't pay. We just replaced them with 3 new guys.
You know, when you're struggling and you're young and but when you get to, you know, you got kids and stuff, man, pay your fucking fantasy fees.
So, but this dynasty we'd been in for, I think this is like the 4th year, and this is with a bunch of dudes just from Texas that I don't even know personally. I just met them. How the fuck did I meet them? I have no idea. I think I joined a sleeper group or something, and it was just like people. No, there's some dude from Dallas that followed me on Twitter, and he would write articles, and at the time I was writing fantasy articles. And then so he invited me to a league, and that's how I got in there with those guys. And there were a bunch of dudes from like Dallas.
That's federal.
Yep, that's
Right?
on the commissioner though, man. That's one thing about the one job of a commissioner, man. You better make sure you get that fucking money from everybody.
It's crazy because it was league safe.
And that should be on you, kinda. You know what I mean? Like that's terrible, man. In Yahoo, man, I run these paid Yahoo leagues every now and then where you it could be just random people, but if you don't pay before the draft, it refunds everybody's money and then it becomes a free league. And so it's just a waste of my time nowadays. Like I don't need free leagues on my diamond resume. You know what I mean? Like I'm not here for that shit. Like I need it to be for money for me to play now. Like it's when I run these leagues, bro, I'm ruthless with these dudes. When they join the league and it shows that they haven't paid, I'm like, hey, bro, pay the fuck up or you're gone. I'm kicking you the fuck out. You got 15 minutes, pal. And I promise you, bro, every one of them gets filled and paid because you got to be a fucking ruthless, bro. Because motherfuckers like to play that bullshit. They play that bullshit. Oh, you know, I'll pay later, and then I don't feel like paying. Like, nah, you can't be doing that.
Once your team's out of the playoffs.
Front, but you know, you better be stand up and pay at some point, at least by the end when it's time for someone to get their money. Like we grown adults now, so yeah, no, fuck all that. Fuck all that.
Yes, sir.
Man, we had a barn burner tonight.
It was crazy.
37-20. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's get the standings up here on the screen one time. Just see where everything stands here now after that one right there. Damn, I hope that's basketball. Whoops.
If you guys ever need to digitize anything, get yourself one of these video capture boxes, man.
Oh,
what does that do?
You plug in a source like a camera or phone or VCR or whatever, and then you can record it onto a SD card or USB, and you can push out it has a preview monitor so you can see it, but you can also push that image out through HDMI to like a screen or whatever as well. I use them for work to like record as a backup, or when I'm doing live switching, record videos of somebody's playing off of their computer, and I put the witness up in the corner, picture in picture with my live switcher, but that'll record this image on the final product. But I've been using it lately to record or digitize old VHS tapes from family vacations and stuff like that.
It's federal, bro. When the fucking new GTA come out, I want to get into streaming that, and so I've been looking at streaming setups, and so that right there, what you got, they say that I need to start streaming in order to capture my my shit.
So there's that. Oh, I don't have the laptop here. It's in my work office, but they sell little HD capture cards as well. But something like this you could use in Replace, and if you wanted to record what you're streaming as well onto an SD card and keep it saved, upload it later, you can do that with this as well. And then it has volume and stuff like that. The modes, it records to MP4 and it compresses it already. So that's why I like it, because it does the like the formatting for me.
That's federal.
Because the camera that I use for work, it's like a super high grade, like 5K, like one of those kind of deals. Like it's a commercial grade camera. So a lot of times you're giving this to an attorney who's just going to play it on his computer. So you need to bring it all down, you know. So it's a large file, and then I end up bringing it all the way back down to MP4. But comes in very handy, this thing. I just thought it was really neat because for a long time they were like real expensive, like price points and big and bulky, and
Facts.
this is like a better. I'll send you a picture of it. I'll send it in the chat that way in case you guys are, you know, interested. It's cool to just mess around with. It comes with a remote control too, and it's powered by USB-C. So, and then if you have it fully charged, you don't have to keep it plugged into the wall. And then so like let's say I have a 32-bit card in here or whatever gig card, it holds like 10 hours of film.
That's federal.
Yeah. I was like, this thing is the best. I told my boss, order me 2 or 3 more of these, please, because I'm going to keep one for myself.
I might lose one.
Exactly, on purpose.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll take a picture of this, send in the chat. Super good.
Tino said, no idea Yahoo had paid fantasy leagues. Well, that's because you didn't know, but Yahoo is the greatest fantasy platform there is. And you had no idea. Man.
Yeah,
what a
it
night,
records
guys.
some VCRs.
No.
It was a crazy night, man. You guys ready to put a bow on this one or what?
Yeah, you know, we've been through a lot today. You know, been a lot of highs, a lot of lows, and
A lot of ups and downs.
Marijuana and shitstorm. You know,
Shitstorm, dude. Went through the shitstorm, but we back tomorrow. Yeah, we got to look at the lineups, right? Reassess. Still a lot of football left to be played. Chances to get into playoffs and Monday Night Miracle.
Facts.
Yeah. We one more. Lee, you know, we know Lee will be charged up tomorrow, so you know it should be a good end to the week with the Harbowl 2.0.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I'll get ready for that one. Z Money, shout out to Z Money on the chat. Make sure you like it and subscribe. And just got fucked by Barkley for a spot in the playoffs. Well, if it's coming down to the crunch, that may be the case. Unfortunate, man. Can only control what you can control. Right.
He said he also
sometimes the schedule.
Lamar. He had 56. Z Money, I don't know, but you've done something to anger the gods. So,
yeah, we're talking about it.
probably reflect in the and look at the man in the mirror. And if there's anybody out there on the waiver wire, make that claim.
If there was any hubris, you got to go back and reflect and see where you went wrong there.
You've sinned. You've committed fantasy sins.
So he put up 147 and lost. That's tough. Yeah, it's tough, man. That happened to me a couple times, like schedule wise. The guys that I played against were like the top scorer in the league. It's like, oh, great.
My God, my brother, the bell cow, man. Every year, it's like a running tradition for like the last 12, 15 years. He complains about points against. Points against. That's why points against. I'm like, man, that's part of the game, man. You know, some years you get fucked over that way. You know, it just has.
I used to say play better defense, but then it started happening to me a lot, and it's like, oh man,
that's why, you know what I would tell them: get a better lineup and score more points. How about that? Stop complaining about people scoring on you. The motherfuckers scoring all these points means you don't have a good team. They got all the players, so don't.
Schedule and injuries have killed that 1-4-7 team. The one I'm talking about, the home league. The other 4-7 team, I don't know what happened. I was on a roll. It's a 14-teamer, super flex, and Jordan Love was hurt, and I was winning. And then he gets healthy, and I start losing. I'm like on a 6-game losing streak. I don't know what's going on over there. 7-game losing streak probably if I don't win this week.
I got you beat. I snapped my 8-game losing streak in the SBI.
All right.
That's a career high for me. Definitely. So
yeah, my home league too. I think I'm going to lose again this week. It's definitely going to be 7 this week, 7 in a row, which is crazy.
Keep the streak going. So, all right, fellas. I guess we'll put a bow on this one. It's definitely been an emotional day. We're gonna pick up the pieces. You know what I mean? We're gonna move on tomorrow. We're gonna keep doing our thing. You know what I mean? So
tears on my pillow.
There you go. Smoke some of that shitstorm. Sleep good.
In my heart. Be good, everybody. We'll get through it.
Yeah. It's been a pleasure having you guys, man.
All right, man. Peace out, everybody.
Ciao.
Eureka. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah.